Mics, check. Music cued, check. Presenters ready. Well, 2 out of 3's not bad. This is TigerTails Radio.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to another delightful, delectable, and otherwise entertaining episode of TigerTails Radio. On the screen, there is Xavier.
Hello.
He seems quite surprised by the fact he's on the screen. There is a Hedgie.
Hello.
And there is myself, TK, who's hiding, and I'm a little bit transparent today, which is weird because I'm wearing white and I shouldn't be that transparent. But there you go. My shoulder is other shoulder. My shoulder is a bit
I
see-through.
think we're really talking about his personality, not the way he looks.
Hark at who's talking.
Hey, I'm as opaque as they come.
By that you mean thick? Then yes, I agree.
No, opaque means you can't see through me. I am no ghost. Otherwise, I'd be afraid of myself. And I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Really?
Aye.
Right, let's all ghost Hedgie for the rest of the show, see how afraid he gets. Right.
Yay.
But yes, it's Monday. It's season 14, episode 14. It's all of the 14s.
Season 14, episode 14.
Yes.
Yes.
Why did you choose such a big font today?
Who are you talking to?
Wow, the YouTube feeds, the title of the show is massive compared to how the titles normally are. Everything just seems bigger. It's like someone zoomed in the screen.
I mean, the only person that can do that is you.
No, Xavier can do it as well.
Oh.
Yeah?
I just tend not to.
Just check the display settings, make sure nothing's been bumped up randomly. No, everything's how it should be. Maybe it's just a stylistic change of YouTube.
Ooh,
And
possibly.
yes, if you can hear some bangs outside, it's because some knobhead is putting out fireworks.
Fireworks. Even though we've got all the windows, all the doors shut, you can still hear it reverberating.
Well,
So if you ever wonder what that bang bang noise is, it's not us. Don't worry.
It's some
The house
bang
is not
noises.
possessed.
no,
So,
not
yeah.
yet. It's some dickhead deciding he can't wait until November.
Or Halloween.
Yeah, but fireworks out on Halloween.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what they're celebrating.
They're celebrating being a pissing annoyance.
Heck, there have been people that put fireworks out on December 29th. It's like it's
Yeah, I
not
know.
New Year's Eve
It's,
yet.
it's like, why?
It's like it's not even 12 o'clock on December 29th.
It's like, it's nowhere near.
It's like the only
firework
thing
time.
I can think is, hey, Johnny, have we tested these yet? No. Right, let's test them. Great, they work. How many's left? None. Right.
We tested them all. They all worked.
They'll work. Right. Some more.
The show in a couple of nights' time is going to be amazing. It's going to be completely devoid of fireworks.
Cancelled because we tested them. We wanted to make sure there was going to be no issues.
There were no issues. It looked amazing. It should have been there.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be one of those days.
You're being uncharacteristically quiet there, Xavier.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get
He's
everything
looking
running.
up the word firework and going, oh, interesting.
Oh, little stick to go boom.
No,
But
I was looking for
anyway,
events.
you may
but
notice that there's two people on the couch today because I was absent last week. So,
You were?
you were asleep.
yes, I was. Apologies for that. I didn't sleep very well on Sunday because I was working until 4 a.m. on Monday morning to finish up a goddamn project. At which point I then went to bed and got up at 10 o'clock in the morning and went, why am I really tired? And I got to afternoon and my body went, hey, guess what? I'm now taking over you. Go and lie down for a bit. Okay, fine. Why is it so late?
And you call yourself a night owl.
Yes, I am a traitor to my kind. Ugh. It's like I have an excuse. I'm getting to that age now where my body's basically decaying in front of me.
And in
So,
front of
yeah.
us, too.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's a costume for Halloween. What did you come as? Someone your future is going to become
Yeah.
an old man.
What did you come as? Old.
You young punks, get off my lawn.
I'm really not sure what these guys are on tonight. Clearly, it's Summit.
Well, Hedgie's on the sofa. I'm on a chair.
Hello. Wave
yeah,
the right
it's
hand.
Summit. It is Summit.
Yep.
It's going to be that kind of an afternoon, evening, and all that jazz.
Indeed it is.
Hey.
So, yeah. As yet, nobody's posted anything in Discord, so we're either preaching to nobody or everyone's just
Well,
thinking
Fire
about
has
what to
There's,
say.
there's people in the background.
Biohazard said he's not going to be here anyway, so
Yeah, there's
he's
people
already
in the
put his
background.
things in.
Oh, okay.
So we might as well.
This is TigerTails Radio. And now let's catch up with the cast. This is Review of the Week.
Yeah, so, Mr. Xavier, how has your week been?
Full of work again.
Well, hey.
Well, there's a shock.
Yay. Well, it full of work because the people that were supposed to be supporting my team or my area
Aren't?
kind of had the run of emergencies that make me sit there and go, okay, fine, that's my life now. So it's like little things like sickness and illness. It's like, yeah, that's fine, and then it rolls into other disasters that means they can't work, and it's like I can sympathise, I can understand to a point.
Which point?
The point where I go, I finished a week and I've not seen you.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I should be understanding and sympathetic, but it's one of those.
But
one of
I'm
those.
not.
It's one of those times when you go, wow, I have feel like I've done a lot of work and gotten nowhere. Oh wait, that's right, because I have done a lot of work, but
gotten
not
nowhere.
enough to keep the numbers from going up. But hey ho, that's just work. That is just work. Outside of that, what? Oh god, the fireworks are going.
No,
This
they're going
weekend,
right off.
Yeah, they're going right off. Nothing major was going on this weekend, so I have no idea why they're fireworking today. We did roleplay on the Sunday. That wasn't too bad. We were trying to desperately get the group to shoehorn together to do things. Because I've gotten to that point where it's like, so we're doing their story. Okay, cool. I'm just going to sit on my phone.
Phase out.
It's the hardest thing when you have when the group splits. It's like really hard to stay focused and interested. And sometimes you can stay focused and interested. But it's when you realize it's like, well, they're doing something and they're doing something and I have nothing to do. So I'm just going to play on my phone.
And get involved and roleplay harder.
Get involved or roleplay. Yes, like get involved. I would love to, but if I get involved, I would basically be going, right, I'm going to take this a third way just so that I'm doing something.
Then why didn't you?
Because that then splits the party a third way, and we're not actually doing anything. This is the hardest thing with a group role-playing mechanic. It's like, could we all get on the same fucking train just for once?
It's like, hey, DM, do your fucking job.
Oh, he's doing his job. It's just people go.
Well, he's obviously not, is he? Because you're sat there on your phone for half the session.
I feel we need to head off and do stuff, and it's like, yes, I'm fully sure that you need to feel that you need to head off and do stuff. Just say, you know what? Hey, why don't we all go? It's like, yes, we will. It's like I understand personal plots very much. I also understand that a group dynamic is the point. That's the thing. But that was Sunday. Outside of that was just mostly trying to avoid the weather, which has been weird so far.
Well, you disappeared on Saturday.
Oh, yes. Saw Mum and Dad on Saturday.
Ah.
Yes, so we headed off to the Empress, the pub, the Empress, the thingy in the New Forest. Nice little pub. It's the Hall and Woodhouse. The brewery group that own it.
Yep.
Okay.
So the food's pretty good. Had the beard battered fish and chips, so it was tasty. The batter was a little bit flaky. That was the only downside, but yeah, it was tasty. And then we had some desserts.
Hey.
Which pub was it?
The Empress of Landings in the
it?
New Forest. It's a little bit of a drive, so you've probably not been there. It's very pig themed, but it has changed ownership again apparently. But yeah, still not too bad. Mum decided to pay, and it was like, it was our turn. Okay, fine.
Oh, that's because the Empress of Landings is a fictional pig. In the many of Blanding's castle novels and stories by P.G. Wodehouse.
Yeah.
I believe it's P.G. Wodehouse.
And we're not going down that road. So yeah, so saw Mum and Dad, chilled around Mum and Dad's for a little while, and then came back just in time to get the shopping in, because I hadn't realised TK had forgotten that he had a thing today and disappeared when the shopping was booked.
Oh, it is a badger place.
Yes.
Yeah, one of the Hall and Woodhouse family.
Yes, they
They got Thirsty Ferret on tap.
Ooh.
Yes, but I tend not to drink masses or at all really when visiting Mum and
They
Dad.
got Badger Best as well.
Badger Best. Yeah, so that's pretty much been it for the week. I mean, it's that awkward point in October where it's like, where we're not really doing anything, and we're not really going to be doing anything until the end of the month, maybe. And then you've got November and December coming. So, are you going to really do anything? No.
Speak for yourself. November's going to be busy for me.
Ooh.
Writing.
Yeah, so for the world in general, it's not going to change much. It just means that he won't be sat at his computer. He'll be sat at his laptop on the other side of the room.
Not just the laptop. I'll be alternating everywhere.
Oh, he's alternating everywhere because he'll be stuck at home 24/7. Yes.
I'll not be stuck at home. I've got to go over the Sea Shades as well. We got a nice posh meal to go to on one of the midweek nights.
Whereupon he will go, God damn it, put the laptop away. I don't care about your word count.
I do.
Oh.
But yeah. So, my week,
Yes.
mostly, as yours has been with work, there's a new system coming. They've got to train us.
Oh, you're
God,
doomed.
no.
Oh, you're doomed.
Oh.
New systems is always fun.
New system is supposed to be coming in the middle of, was supposed to be coming in the middle of November. But they found an issue, so it's been pushed back. Now it's due to come out apparently in the end of November, which is fine.
That's standard, yeah.
I'm off for November.
Yes.
I'm going to come in and go, well, I can't do any work because I've not been trained.
Oh.
Because it's literally all the cool notation stuff that they are changing.
Oh.
And it's
Okay,
like,
it's not that bad.
everything I need to do my job, is disappearing.
They might go, by the way, we have to reschedule your holiday.
And they say, and that ain't happening, my friends.
It'll be rescheduling the training.
Yes.
So it's like, come back. Congratulations, you're now in training.
Yes, good. It's like the minute I get back on my ass in that training room.
Pretty much.
It's like, I'm in on 2 days over November. So if they don't get much training done in then, because it's supposed to be kind of your 8-hour day, pretty much classroom thing.
Yep.
And then 10, 12 hours worth of kind of self-learning as well. And it's like, well, that doesn't all fit into 2 days.
No, not normally.
I remember when we had our system upgraded when I used to work for the casino many years ago, and they decided that they previously had a system which was its standalone program, which worked really well. And they went, we're going to a new system which is web-based. It was like, this is going to be fun. Whereupon I found out that the guy was installing it. I knew more about it than he did.
Generally the way it goes.
It was like, I'm not sure how to do this. What, you mean like this? Yes, like that. Right, I know more about this than you do. I've not even seen this system before, and already I've worked out something that you're supposed to know. This is going to be fun.
He lied.
Also, it was great because the old system we had was great at coming up with fantastically personalized mail shots. So they could go to me and go, hey, by the way, could you set this up so we can send it out to these types of people? Yes, I can. The new one, they got rid of all that. Hey, could you do this? No. Well, we'd really like you to do it. Yes, but I can't do it because you took away the system that did it. Oh, how could you do it? Well, I could take 5 weeks and basically pinpoint everyone. You're going to give me 5 weeks for sitting around doing nothing? No. There you go. Most amusing.
Always the way it goes.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I'm having to do technical things.
Oh,
He's broken something.
Well,
So
I'm
in
gonna
the
go on
in the
to-
middle of his week.
Yeah, in the middle of my
never
week,
mind.
technical things happen. But
Yep.
yes,
Never mind.
I finished
we'll
doing
carry on.
technical things. It's done.
Okay, good.
Thank God. So yes, weekend comes along. Yay! And Saturday was visiting the father.
Ah.
Well, actually, it was popping into town first because it was my sister's boyfriend's birthday celebration-y thing. So the family gathering for that. And it's like, Google reminded me on the morning, and it's like, that's today. I thought that was next week. Bugger. Okay, panic stations. So get everything ready. Go by card. Go by Amazon gift voucher because that's his usual present that he wants. So it's like, it's fine. Wonderful. I can do that. I could do that at home. And then it's dash to Asda to grab a quick card and then dash to father's and then, spend some time with the family and do the nice things. Hi, and all that jazz. And then came home and had a bit of a chill. And then Sunday was mostly, I don't know what happened on Sunday. It was one of those days where the day just seemed to go, and it was gone. And it was like,
Oh, my God.
well, that happened.
Yeah,
And
I
I-
kind of like came out round about dinner time, and then I left. So yeah.
I find it actually amusing that your sister isn't married to her current boyfriend, yet you know his birthday. My sister has been married to her current husband for about, I think, at least 7 years. I still don't know his birthday.
That's okay. I don't know it. Google does.
Well, I haven't bought him a birthday present. It's like It's like he's supposed to be my brother-in-law. I do not spend any time with him at all.
Yeah, no, we see them every now and again. But
It's like
it's like I've got,
yeah.
there's no real feelings or anything. It's just a case of I'm absolutely useless with dates and things.
yeah.
It's like I can remember Hedgie's birthday just about because it's reasonably easy to remember. Pete's Google has to tell me. Jules Google has to tell me. Mine Google has to tell me.
Yeah.
Comes every now and again.
It's me. It's just like I don't really consider him a brother-in-law. He's just the man that's married to my sister. So
Which is technically what a brother-in-law
yeah,
is.
but it's like we don't hang out. We are completely different people. It's
Yeah,
like we
shocking
have
that.
nothing in common
Strange.
at all.
Strange that.
Nothing in common at all. This is most people know the brother-in-law. Oh yeah, we get on really well because we do this. It's like I have nothing in common with him.
No, I've nothing to come with it.
Absolutely nothing.
It's like he likes Lego, but he likes the Star Wars Lego, and I'm like, you lost me. If you'd have said Lego City, we could have gone somewhere, but fucking Star Wars Lego, no, forget it, no.
Lego City, you mean the new kids versions?
No,
No.
Lego City is quite an old set.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
In the grand
Yeah,
scheme.
it's more the classic Lego. It's where you
yeah.
get the town and the buildings and all the vehicles and stuff.
Ah.
Yes, and the police car and the fire engine
the fire
and the
engines and the
ambulance
ambulance,
and,
yeah.
and the
You know,
airport.
all the shit you'd get in the city.
Ah,
the,
right,
the,
okay.
the literal shit that goes. You know that scene where Nerd went, "Hey, here's my street." Yeah,
Yeah.
Lego City.
Ah.
Yeah, And we all sit there and go, hate you.
It's like, yeah, there's many hundreds of pounds on that desk.
Yeah.
Nerdcubed has too much Lego. We should go over and steal it. Sorry, liberate it.
Free the Lego.
Yeah.
Free the Lego into our grimy hands.
Well, it's socialism, isn't it?
Yeah, that's how socialism works.
He's the 1% with all the Lego. We have none of the Lego, so therefore the wealth should be redistributed.
Yes.
Right? That's how that works, right?
Dear me.
But yeah, so Sunday just disappeared. And then today was more work. I've got vague memories of listening to a podcast. I've listened to the F1, remember that much. Not live, because
I think that the podcast you're thinking of was called The Commentary.
No. There was I'm fairly sure I listened to a podcast as well as the F1. The F1 came later, though, because I was watching one of Outside Xbox's Halloween live streams.
Oh.
And forgot the F1 was on.
Ah.
Yeah. So I finished watching that and then listened to the F1. And it was so close for Lewis Hamilton. Not going to spoil anything, but so close. Oh, yeah, and Doctor Who, that was it. That was the thing I watched. I knew that was something.
Yes, because I vaguely saw that you were watching the special, and it was like, hey, there's Ace. And then I sat there and I watched the clip and went, so character development and growth beyond what stereotype everyone thought Ace was? Have you got it? No. Okay, cool. So everything that happened throughout the entirety of Sylvester McCoy's era, where she was actually a thoroughly deep character, thrown out. Granted, it was like only a couple of scenes, but it was like, she looks like a cartoon caricature of what Ace was when she first joined the Doctor with Sylvester McCoy era. During an era which classically is considered not as dark as Uji Flip Whatsits, but quite dark. Yeah. It's like, I despair.
I have not watched Doctor Who since the end of the Matt Smith's
to be fair, I'm kind of hoping the redo with this new guy may actually have some good writing and consideration and respect of the canon. So far, that's not happened, but that's because he hasn't started and we're still with the old people.
Have you had the end of the special spoiled for you yet?
Oh, you mean where you were swearing or something and I heard that through the fucking wall?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I heard something. I thought, oh, okay, the ending's shit then.
Oh. And I was like, oh, shit. That was it. That was it. That was the whole swearing. It was one exclamation with a single four-letter swear.
Is this level of the fucking thingy child?
Oh, no. It's not a bad one. It's just something I didn't see coming. I knew of the event, but I didn't realise that was how it was going to be done.
Well, this isn't the regeneration,
it was something you didn't see coming, so it might have been plot.
No, it's not the regeneration.
Yes, it was.
Oh, it was the regeneration.
Yes.
Oh, but we know who the guy was who they were regenerating into.
Who is the guy that she's regenerating into?
It's the black guy.
It's not.
That's who they announced.
It's David Tennant.
That doesn't seem right.
Hedgie's face. That's pretty much what I did.
What, they were going to get Idris Elba, and now they've got...
No.
Tennant is coming back for the 3 Doctor Who 60th specials.
Oh.
But we all knew he was coming back because him and Catherine Tate are coming back. I just didn't realise that some people saw it coming a mile off. I didn't in this case because I've not been keeping up with the news at all. So I knew he was coming back, but I thought it was going to be one of those kind of multiple Doctor scenarios.
Yes, the traditional way of having it, rather than
like the 50th anniversary episode.
Yeah,
all of them. Yeah. All of the anniversary episodes.
So when having I can't remember his name announced as the new Doctor, it was like cool. So she's going to generate into him. Wrong. Spoilers for Doctor Who if you haven't seen it yet. But
normally you give the spoiler before you reveal it.
Yeah. Tigatois says
TK does not understand how spoilers work.
Yeah, it's just I remembered afterwards. So spoiler warning, by the way. Yeah, pronounce Shooty. Shooty Gatwa. I think that's how you pronounce it. Oh. It's in Discord. Look on the screen, people. Look on the channel. Yep. Charleston is there being all the knowledge. So yeah, I did not see the transition, the regeneration happening that way at all. I'll talk if we have time for Done and Dusted at the end. I'll talk a bit more about it then. But overall, not too impressed. But it could be far worse.
Cool.
But yeah, I did not see that coming. So I was like, oh shit, it's David Tennant. Nice.
Yeah, for the 3 specials, and then no longer with the BBC.
Wow. No longer owned by owned by the BBC.
It's all gone.
Yep.
Anyway, Hedgie, how has your week been?
Oh, right, yes.
Yes, you know, the person who likes to talk
Yes.
about yourself. Continue.
Technically, I wasn't here last week, so you can get 2 weeks' worth of stuff. So, again, been still working at the escape rooms. Discovered that my one of my fellow games master was on Britain's Got Talent, and actually got through to the finals. So I was looking at his stuff and going, let's see how good he is compared to me.
And then it was like, oh, much better, right? Because didn't you try out for Britain's Got Talent?
No, I tried out for Pop Idol 2.
Ah.
Yeah. But yeah, it was like, right, well, I've done it. I've got that string to my bow. I don't need to do it anymore. Then I was told that I had to redo my project proposal again, because apparently my first one was not good enough. My second one, I went, no problem. I will concentrate on research rather than the project itself, which they wanted me to do. They then slammed it down and went, no, this isn't good enough. I was like, oh, God. So,
What was that for work?
yes.
What
Well,
project?
it's for my apprenticeship in customer service.
Oh, I
So-
see.
So they said, well, you need to do it as it has to be something related to customer improvement. So I went, fine. I'll basically ask customers if they, how they found us. And by that way, we can find out what way works the best and what way doesn't work the best, and we can improve it that way. I submitted that. They shot it down again. It's like, what do you people want?
I believe that would be the first questions, because it's like, hey, we want you to do a project. Excellent. What's the criteria?
Yeah.
Vague. What's the specific criteria?
Yes, which apparently they write down, but they write it down in such a ridiculous manner. It's like, I've put everything here. The problem is, this apprenticeship is designed for big corporations. We are a small business with 3 people. So it's like, we'd like you to interview about 5 of your colleagues. There are 3 employees. One of them is me. Oh, could you interview 1? Yes.
Interview yourself twice.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I talk
Yeah,
to myself.
it's like, this is a small business. There is very little to go along here. It's like, come on. How did you people not know this? But also I've been doing some other things that I can't remember what they are.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good. We'll
Yeah.
be going into the music and the games quite quickly then.
Yeah.
Seems like that's the
Literally,
thing then
like,
today,
I
TK.
do not remember what I've been doing.
Hello, Dementia. We've missed
Yeah.
you.
Oh, I've been I've booked myself a nice Halloween bar crawl, which is going to be fun. I've got myself
yes.
So you're not on the show next week then?
No, I will be. It's on the Sunday.
It's
Okay.
the weekend, so
Yes.
he's got himself a costume.
I have, yes.
Ooh.
So I'll repurpose that and wear it on Monday.
He'll
Cannot promise it will not smell of smoke.
He
So,
will repurpose
fine.
it, as in he will make it so it doesn't suffocate him, because my God.
Yes.
That's a thought, Hedge.
Yes.
After the show finishes, remind me, I need to borrow your green screen.
You mean this thing?
You mean
no,
this?
No, your one, Hedge. The fold-out one.
Oh, that one there.
Yeah, I need to see if it'll fit behind me. In the
Um,
corner here.
Good luck with that. You're going to need it to hang from something.
that thing expands quite big.
Yes,
though.
Yeah.
it does.
I mean, I
Yeah.
can,
But word of warning. My green screen basically is like a freaking spring trap.
yeah, I know, it's got a
You
life
put
of its
it
own.
out, woo, woo, woo. Yeah. I had to look up a YouTube video of how to put it back.
Well, you see, if it,
Times.
because what I'm planning is to try and get it to slide behind the crates to the side of me. You never know, it might.
No, it won't.
And then just see, because the frame is quite zoomed in on the camera. As you can see, it's fairly zoomed in. So if I can get it to
No,
kind of slide
it
here
won't. It
and
won't.
slot in over here,
Believe
Yeah,
me, it will
mate.
not do that.
well, we could.
You will need to get something like a hook with which to hang it from. That is what you will need.
Well, we got one. It's above my head.
Okay, yeah, you have to take the whiteboard down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, we can't see it anyway. so-
Exactly. So
Yeah. Technically, you could just put the whiteboard over it because the whiteboard doesn't show up.
yeah, it's too high up.
Yeah.
Well, potentially there may either be disaster or a green screen. We'll
Yeah.
find out next week.
Find out next week on TigerTails Radio Halloween Special. Oh, yes. Remember, we will all be dressed up as your worst fears.
Do you want to do the laugh?
Won't
Laugh.
be dressed up as
We
a
will
birthday.
all be dressed up as your worst fears.
considering I don't really have a Halloween costume, yeah, that's going to be fun.
Yes.
Xavier's coming naked!
Xavier's going to be dressed up as a man who's balding in his 40s.
Xavier's coming as naked Hedgesaurus. Our fears have been confirmed.
No, that's Hedgies. That's still Hedgies. That will always be Hedgies.
Yeah, but Hedge can't come as naked Hedgesaurus because he's just coming as himself.
Yep, that's fine.
Whereas you could come as naked Hedgesaurus because that would be a costume then.
I mean, technically, you can't see me from the waist down. So in theory, if I just remove my top, people won't know.
Well, I mean, like Xavier did on the trunk show.
No, we're going to know. We're going to know.
Well, you might. It's like the other people won't. You know, they could be. It's like, yeah, you could be seeing everything. You could be.
Just zoom the camera out a little bit.
There is a possibility. There is a distinct possibility. I might not be wearing trousers right now. I might just be wearing underwear.
Or like in the Avenue Q song, I'm not wearing underwear today.
I feel that's a smooth transition into the music then.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it smooth, but
Yeah.
it'd certainly be a transition into the music. So what do we have today, Pop Pickers, on our chart listings of musical entertainments and enjoyments?
Hi, Pop Pickers. It's TigerTails Radio. What song have we got today? Ha ha ha.
Well, queued up in the thing is Deadlock UK with the song Deadweight.
We've now reached the audience participation portion of the show. It's game time.
Hopefully there is some game.
Hey!
There is some game.
Hooray!
Let's have some noise.
I don't know.
Yes. Question is, how many people are going to be playing today?
Probably not a lot. I feel it's a quiet night.
So do I. That's why I put on some bracketeering.
I
guess
feel
espionage.
I feel TK is now getting visual dementia within seconds.
A reminder to all agents.
Well, it was tossing
please
up
do
between
not move
espionage
the
and
surveillance
bracketeering.
satellites.
TK was
It
tossing
upsets
up.
Agent Waller.
You hush.
Yeah. Whee!
Woo!
Oh dear. I'm gonna be glad once this bloody cold finally gives up the ghost.
I keep telling you, drink one of
And
the
this
lemon
is Max.
sips.
Yeah,
He's in charge
some
of our
lemsip.
couples department.
Yes.
What does that entail?
Do it after work, and then you won't have to worry about people listening to you.
Any good dating?
Yeah.
No, just you guys.
Love is a sham. And
Yeah,
we
but
all
we don't
die
mind
alone.
listening to you. We know what you sound like.
Yeah.
That's Max.
We listen to you snore every night, you know.
Yes.
To literally anybody
Yes,
else.
I know. It gives me joy.
Well, no, because you don't know about it.
You think I don't know how loud my snoring is? Oh, you poor,
What, do
poor
you
fool.
tape yourself?
I am aware of how loud my snoring is.
Why? Who keeps telling you?
What is that?
Well,
Jules?
hang on. Let me think. You two, to start with.
I've never told you to snore loudly.
You have.
No, I haven't.
Oh, yes, you have.
What? Maybe when we were sharing like a chalet somewhere.
The house.
The house.
Yes.
Yeah, the previous house.
Oh,
You
the
know,
previous house.
the previous house.
You know, Studio B.
Yes.
Remember it?
Well, remember also we were guilty of that because occasionally Mr. Xavier would run downstairs and go, "Will you shut the fuck up? I've got to work tomorrow."
Well,
Yeah,
that's
we were
not me
guilty of
snoring.
snoring.
That was you snoring. That was you fuckwits going, let's play rock band till 2 o'clock in the morning. At which point I came down looking for knives to throw at you.
Yes.
No, I look
You
at
know.
metadata. I don't know. from
Right, so
which
we
side.
have, he says, changing the topic.
Yes.
We have Ben Charleston and Mr. Wobbles joining us.
Hey.
So we have 2 holes left to fill. Would anybody like to fill them holes?
It's a TV show.
If you
It's
normally
not
just
average
loiter in the
Americans
background,
walking
now is a
down
good
the street.
chance to do
Yes,
so,
yes, now's
because
the
it's a
chance
quiet
to-
evening.
This
Stop
already under
loitering.
the closed circuit
And-
security
As
camera.
much as we love our lurkers, you can play too.
Yes.
You can. Yes.
No, not since.
I
end
do.
of
I do feel
Seinfeld.
we're probably looking at the
Okie
contestants
dokie.
for this evening.
Good talking to you, Dimitri.
Yes,
Depends
good
if one's
talk.
filling the front or back hole, says Charleston.
Yeah.
Well, you got 2. They are at the end of the row, so I guess
That's
they're going to
true,
be
yeah.
back holes, but there are 2 back holes, so take your pick.
Or they're the ones to the right of the screen.
Yes.
Maybe the left if you
Hey,
play
Sheila,
inverse.
what are you doing with those
God.
classified folders you're leaving
In
the
which
building
case,
with?
good luck reading.
It's not
Yep.
what you think. These are gas.
Right, well, I'm going to start the game if no one else
It's
makes
a
themselves apparent.
classified.
Just going
Yeah,
to check
'cause you
the
crossed out
YouTube comments,
classified.
nothing in
And
there,
wrote
so
that yourself with a Sharpie.
there's only a
I'll
short
wait.
delay, so I'm going to start the game in 10,
Okay.
9,
See you later,
8,
Snowden.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick final check. No, right, start the game.
Hey.
If you're too late, you can always join the audience.
Well, I've played all the Tetris I can stand for the next few days. The only thing left to do? No, not switch to Dr. Mario. Take all the info your government has collected on its citizens and use it to play a little game I like to call Espionage. Here we go. Who's up first?
Mr. Wobbles.
All right, buckle in. I've got one for you.
Mr. Wobbles. There's a question about Scandinavia. Finding Denmark.
What percentage of people know where Denmark is on a map?
On a map.
Really
yes,
good
yeah.
guess. You'll get more points the closer your
Oh,
guess is to
gracious.
the actual
I
percentage.
must admit, I don't know.
I mean, to be honest, you ask people where Denmark is, and you'll probably get a low response.
You'll probably get people say Europe.
Yes.
It's like whereabouts in
Almost out of
Europe?
time.
In the Europy
Have
bit.
an answer. 63%. Everyone else, do you think the correct answer is higher or lower? If you think the guess is off by 15% or more, you can get double points by picking much higher or much lower.
Oh, they're letting us do that there?
That's
Okay.
what we've
Already,
got
yeah.
over half the amount of people
Ah,
required.
okay.
Right, so I want to say higher. I don't trust my fellow internetizens.
Everyone is saying lower. Okay, let's see the right answer.
I really want it to be higher.
Oh, wow.
Bang
You got the
on.
percentage exactly right. There was only a 3.2% chance of that, but you probably knew that too. Take all the points.
Wow!
Well, that's everyone screwed.
Who's
That's
next?
No
amazing.
points for the rest of us.
Wow!
Well done, Mr. Wobbles.
You got your hair cut, just the
Ooh.
one? Good one, Grandpa. What percentage of people at any time in their lives have cried after bad haircuts?
Wow!
Wait for Charleston to enter a percentage.
Thinking.
You're almost out of time.
Eek!
72%.
Ooh.
Everyone else, higher or lower?
I think this is one of those things that's in movies, but most people would just yell at them and go and get their
It's
money
unanimous
back.
again.
Wow, everyone's gone much
And
lower.
Surveil says
Yep.
24%.
Yes. Most people would just yell at the barber
You need
and
to
go,
be within 30% to get points.
give me my money back.
Who said lower? Good job. Double points for saying much lower.
Woohoo! All of the points.
Next up. I'll bet our database has some juicy data for this.
Ooh. Texting.
What percentage of pedestrians compose text messages while walking?
Now this one I would think to be a higher number. Yeah, catch up webpage. I think round about there.
70%. Okay, higher or lower?
I think it might be. Oh, Charleston says much higher. As does Ben.
This is where it turns out to be lower, isn't it?
Is DK going to buck the trend?
I am.
He's
Everyone
going
says
lower.
higher except for one of you. And the correct answer is...
Oh!
Yes!
Oh!
Ha!
You were pretty close.
Wow! Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
Trend bucking for the win.
Get it right. Here's some points.
Woo. See, I think
Okay, who's up next?
it's a case of not as many people do it as you think.
I'm
Yeah.
going to search for...
Wardrobes. Lion, witch, and
Okay.
covert stakeout.
What percentage of people pre-plan their wardrobe for the week?
Ha!
God.
Ha ha!
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
I know
yeah,
there.
well-
I know there are people who do that. That's the
Yeah.
worst thing, though.
Yeah.
I do not know anybody personally.
For the week. That's the thing.
A whole
That's
week, yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, a
So I
day
think
or
it's quite
two.
low.
Time's a wasted.
Fine. Have a that percent.
Jesus.
28%.
That
What do y'all
timer is
think?
fast.
Higher or lower?
Yeah.
That's gotta be lower. It's gotta be around
Yeah.
10-15%.
Well, I'm thinking of people who work.
I'm thinking maybe 25, 20.
It's like people are planning, they make sure I've got work shirts and everything.
And Surveil says...
Oh, okay, four.
Much lower. Okay, that's
which is
fine.
low, but not low enough. We've still got work to do as a species.
Ah, still get some
Still
points
got
at least.
points. Yeah, still
Let's
got
see
points.
who got it right. Ooh, points for you.
Yay.
Who's next?
E.
And speaking of last weekend,
Pride's downtown.
Oh, if you've been picked up by the cops.
what
okay.
percentage of people have ridden in the back of a police car?
This
What
is yeah.
state?
This is America.
If this is New York City, then wow.
Quite a high.
Well, it's surveyed on the internet, so technically anyone.
Technically, but predominantly American.
43%. Okay, higher or lower?
Technically, most school kids, because didn't we all get that chance to have a like a 5-second drive around the school playground in the back of the police car?
No,
I didn't.
no, never did.
No, that was at Abbottswood.
No, never did.
Probably going to say lower then. As a criminal,
One of
probably
you are saying
lower.
higher. Now let's get to the right answer.
Oh!
80%. I'm sure most of them were ride-alongs.
Which is a very American thing.
Although
yes.
the other day, I did see someone in a very large police van. You know, one of the ones they pick up a load of people in.
Yeah.
And what
The Black
have we
Maria.
No, huh?
The Black Maria.
That answer
it's
was
normal
closer
police
than
van,
15%.
but just big.
Shouldn't have doubled
Yeah.
down.
But they were picking up somebody from the station.
Ah,
Next up,
I was waiting for my Uber, and this bloody great police van comes along,
okay, Ben.
and someone's like, "Hi!" They jump in the back and they drive off.
YouTube.
We should be good at this.
Should.
what percentage of YouTube visitors will let a full 30-second commercial play before their video starts but not watch the commercial?
Hello.
What do you mean let a 30-second commercial play? No, we hit the skip button.
Actually, I let it play because I like giving the people money. So I'm just like, yeah, I'll just. Look at
Yes,
something else.
I too believe YouTube's lies. Yes.
Yeah, I just have an ad block,
All right, what do you think?
and then I subscribe to the ones I like on Patreon.
I reckon that's got to be around 45.
You have not been paying attention to many of the
People are
discussions
saying
online
higher.
about YouTube,
Okay,
have you?
let's see the right answer.
Oh yeah, much whoa, 75%. Jeez.
Most of them watch TV until the ad is over with.
Yeah.
Let's see who got it right.
Woo.
Nice job. I've got some points for you.
Clearly, people do not understand the skip button.
Don't always get it.
Yeah.
It's time for the final round. By mining social media, we found the most popular answers to this question.
Ooh.
If they could only eat one ice cream flavor for the rest of their lives, which one would people choose? Now let's see the answers.
I don't know when this was done because the flavors have changed for a bit. Right, Rocky Road is on there, chocolate.
But only the top 3 answers
Coffee.
will get you points. Ready, go!
Let's see. I reckon. Yeah.
Chocolate peanut butter. Cookie dough? Yeah. It's really annoying because I don't know what era when this was done.
I'm gambling on. I've either got the bottom 3 or the top 3.
Yeah.
That's what I've got. I've either got the top 3 or the
Don't
bottom 3.
forget to use all 3 of your picks.
Yeah, I think I've probably got the bottom 3. I might have one of the top 3, but I'm nowhere near winning this.
Let's see what everyone picks.
Oh, cookie dough's a
Cookie
popular
dough,
choice.
Cookie dough's got some, but it's
Chocolate's
chocolate.
popular.
Yeah, we're
And
kind
mint
of
chocolate chip.
spread.
Popular answers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Rocky Road. Okay,
oh,
cookie dough.
yeah.
Vanilla.
That means chocolate.
Wow.
So I've got 2 of them.
Rocky Road was lower than I thought, but okay.
Every game has to have a winner, and our winner is...
Who is it?
Oh wow.
It's Mr. Xavier!
Oh, I came close though.
Hey!
Far closer than I was expecting.
Woo!
Wow, you
Don't
played this
normally
game
win
like
these
aces.
ones.
Wish they could. And only 21%
Espionage is my worst one out of all of these. That's saying
Clearly, it
something.
was the ice cream that helped you.
Was the ice cream on the cake?
Not really. I missed. It's aside from the last one. That was awful. Thankfully, it was like the worst of the worst. But it's like nope.
It's like Mr. Wobbles, average percentage off. 0.
0.
Yeah.
Got it. Bang the hell on. Charleston's like, man, I did terribly.
Yeah. This is the thing with espionage. Sometimes you can be really good, and then you go, yeah, no, people are sensible, and then you suddenly realise that they're not.
Yeah. And suddenly 75% of people are just mucking about with adverts.
Are walking away from their computer to do something else whilst the advert is on. It's like, so, telly. But then the skip button exists.
Well, do you not remember people that would go, oh, we're watching Coronation Street. The adverts would then come on, and they would switch to BBC One and just watch
BBC One for a little while, yeah.
5
Yes.
minutes of a random program and then turn it back.
Well, all I
God.
will say is at least it's not the bullshit that's happening with Twitch, because oh my fucking god.
The thing is, though, these people would switch to BBC One and then they flick back briefly, flick back again. It's like, what is the point of doing this? It's just stop doing that.
It's,
Right.
it's avoiding the adverts.
You two, shush for a
God.
second.
Missed a live show? Never fear. Archives are here. Visit tigertailsradio.co.uk to catch up on what you missed.
Yes.
Right, so, okay, now you continue arguing.
I remember when Anthropopy used to come down to our place.
Yep.
And some
the
adverts
house.
came on the TV show, and he immediately flicked the channel, and I went, "What the hell are you doing?" And he went, "I don't watch adverts." It's like, you don't change the channel in the middle of things. And he changed it back. It's like, oh, it's like, leave it running. If you don't want to watch the adverts, don't look at them.
Yeah,
Look,
but you still hear them.
there is a book here. Slap yourself with that until you go deaf. Enjoy it.
Or not.
Clearly, you were never in charge of the remote.
Yeah.
I hate people that do that. It's like, for God's sake, my cousins used to do that when they were teenagers. Like, what is the point? It serves no purpose. You're watching a smidgen of a program which is going to make no sense to you.
But it's more entertaining
Advert.
than the adverts.
And bouncing between channels whilst the advert is on. You fail to realise how annoying adverts, especially during
It's
that
more
time,
annoying have someone going flick, 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 flick. It's like,
This is why I don't watch commercial television. I don't get
Yeah.
adverts.
Well, no, technically we still end up with the potential for adverts. It's just now people are literally having to put them in their own videos because,
Oh no, I mean, because I watch stuff on the BBC. You don't get
on the BBC, yeah.
you don't get adverts on the BBC. They're not allowed.
Yeah, give it
time. Give it
give it
time
time.
until the Tories kill it off, and then it's like, right, we got to put adverts on.
Tories, no. What do you mean? It's like everyone kill it off because it's like, hey, do you want to be charged this amount of money to run the BBC? No, because I barely watch their programs. Oh.
Yeah, it's like everyone goes, oh, the BBC only plays the wrong kind of content for either side of the political spectrum.
Yeah, it's like
Get rid of the licence fee.
it's like, hey, we're the BBC. We're going to force you to pay a license for owning a telly. That's not how it works.
It's
It
the way
is.
it's worked all these years. Yeah. well,
No, but I don't own a telly to watch TV.
I mean, there's people
Your
that
business
don't
model is out
own
of date.
radios, but the license fee covers the radio as well.
it does, and it also
It
covers
does.
the online services
It
too.
does.
It basically covers the
Hedge-
programming.
hedge-
The devices, however, are separate.
When was the last time you actually paid anything towards a TV license, Edge?
Well, it's covered in the stuff we pay every month.
No, it's
isn't
not.
It?
It comes out of my bank account
I see.
because I never bothered to change the direct debit.
Well, that's on you then.
To be fair, he's probably one of the only people who, until literally within the last day, one of the only people who watches BBC
I mean,
on a regular
I
basis.
cannot remember the last time I watched something on the BBC.
Yesterday,
Do you know, I
the day before.
I ended up getting an aerial for the TV in my bedroom just so I could watch Eurovision without having to suffer the BBC iPlayer's kind of half a year delay.
Yeah, well, though, that's understandable, but you know, yeah, not
It's
for
crap. It's not
Eurovision.
good enough. I'm not going to
Yeah.
be doing it for next year. Although hopefully might get some people down for next year. That'd be fun. Have a little Eurovision party.
Eurovision party.
Well,
Yeah.
Eurovision's
Ain't
here.
no party like a Eurovision party.
Yeah, but Eurovision's here.
Heck, we could see if we could get tickets to the event.
Yes,
Yeah.
Eurovision is in England.
Yes.
We could possibly get tickets to the event.
Yeah.
What we can't do is stay there.
Why?
Have you seen the prices?
It's in
No,
London,
because I
isn't
didn't
it?
know
No,
whether
it's
prices were up
It's
yet.
in Liverpool.
Yeah.
And the moment it was declared as being in Liverpool, every single Airbnb or kind of host thing or anything that wasn't a major chain hotel jacked their prices up to over £1,000 a night.
No.
Look it up.
£1,000 a night.
Charleston, you're the one doing the research on this. Put it in the channel. Let
When
them
is
know
your
how
They
much.
Eurovision?
there's no way people would pay
Calendar.
£1,000 a night.
No,
I mean,
there will be.
Eurovision
Don't
is
be silly.
one night. You could go up there.
Don't forget,
watch-
Eurovision's the whole week.
The whole week,
Yeah,
right?
but you could just go up for the event and then come back.
There was a couple of places that were like a good kind of 10, 15 miles outside that were like less than 1,000.
Final?
So Charleston's put one in. Let's
Yep.
have a
It's
look.
May, right? May 9th to the 13th. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you're looking all that up. I'm going to play a jingle so we can get some of the next Jackbox game in,
Hotel.
he says.
You're listening to TigerTails Radio, giving Cards Against Humanity a run for its money. It's time for Quiplash.
And there we go. We have the game on screen. And if you want to join in the game, use this room code.
The room code is YVMM.
Ooh.
Froggy's in.
Okay.
Ben times 2 is in. Captain Ears is in. Charleston's in. Just choosing a character.
Yankee Victor, mother.
Xavier's in.
Well, they're still saying the same hotel costs. All right, Premier Inn, Liverpool. All right, let's.
Which bit of everyone who's not a big hotel didn't you understand?
So why the hell would you be going Airbnb?
Because some people don't want to stay in a hotel. Some people aren't comfortable with hotels.
Some people want to burn their money. Airbnb.
Right, we've got 2 holes to fill, everyone. If you want to join in this game of Quiplash.
Liverpool. 9th to 13th May.
Right, just going to check the YouTube feeds.
Yep. Ba-da, ba-da. yeah, da, da, da.
This music is entirely too happy for its own good.
Yes, on Eurovision, you can buy tickets for just the grand final.
Yeah, you can.
Yes.
Have they said how much tickets are yet?
Not yet, no. They said,
if you have to ask, you can't afford
they
it.
said ticket prices, availability, and even the ticket provider will take a little longer to decide while organisers evaluate how much space is needed for the production inside the venue.
I see. And then basically everyone else can fill up the space that's left.
All right. Okay. So if we go by Rip Us Off Britain, there are indeed apartments where you can write out. Oh my God! There's one for £4,000 a night.
Woo. There we go. Captain, I don't believe you. Do
No,
you
that's
believe us
still
now?
hedgy. That's still hedgy. But then, as I pointed out, we can head to a hotel. It's quite easy. Although studio with beautiful views, one bed. I love how it's beautiful views of the dock.
Liverpool Docks.
Yeah.
Famous, apparently.
23 grand for the
Yikes.
entire time that it's on.
Yeah, no thanks. So, shall we start the game?
Yes, we shall.
Yes.
Okay, dokes. Gonna give people in YouTube's a minute.
I will never use Airbnb. There we go.
Yep. And right.
This is why I'm
5,
a fan of Premier Inn.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Boop.
Quiplash.
Behold the glory of Quiplash 3. No refunds. Schmitty here. Were you expecting someone else, perhaps? No, of course not. Hey, if you're bummed out you're not in the game, you can still affect the score. Join the voting audience by entering the room code.
Woo.
Boom.
And now, round 1. You're about to see a couple of different prompts on your device. Enter your best response for each, then go head-to-head against another player's best stuff. Oh, and everyone else gets to vote on their favorite. Oh yes, points. You score
They help.
points based on the percentage of voters who like your answers. Clear enough? Sure hope so. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, I do hope for the next one they do edit their tip in a bit better. All right, okay.
Yeah. Let's see if TK goes for the novel writing again.
Oh, of course he does.
No, I'm not going to go for the novel. I am, however, going to be last because I'm utterly stumped by this prompt.
Oh.
Yeah, I am not going for the win. There we go.
Hey.
Okay, that one maybe.
We've got Ben X2 and Charleston still waiting. Charleston just waiting for him to go. 30 seconds remaining.
It's back to time.
And we got an audience member.
Someone's joined in to heckle.
Hello, audience.
Hey!
All
Charleston
right,
is
let's
in.
begin.
Let's begin.
Beginny, winny, win.
Kicking things off, the sexiest kitchen appliance.
Ooh.
This will be interesting. So, the sexiest kitchen appliance.
Have at 'em.
The electric whisk on the slow setting or whisk?
With the flying helmets and wet celery?
We're talking about, like, the thing that just whisks cream, right, aren't we?
Yes. Emphasis on cream.
Or whisk.
Air quotes.
That wiry beatery thing.
Or the electric wiry beatery thing.
Yeah, oh so sexy.
Oh.
It's a
Super
quip.
Quiplash on the first question. Good grief.
Kicking things off, huh?
Next on the docket, there are 3 types of people. You're either a witch, a stone, or a blank.
Ooh. So there are 3 types of people. You're either a witch, a stone,
And now,
or a
pick your
furry, or a flat earther. Well, I know which one I'd rather spend time with.
Is it the flat earther?
Well, at least they wouldn't keep coming on to me.
I'm not entirely sure what this is a reference to at all. A Witcher Stone or something else.
Neither do I. Oh! Oh,
And the Flat Earther gets it.
Flat Earther gets it from the audience favourite.
Thank you, audience.
And next, movie reboot idea: The Devil Wears Blank.
Ooh.
A condom or Primark?
I was expecting
Decisions,
Primark.
decisions. Choose your favorite.
I was fully expecting Primark.
Or Sports Direct?
Oh, Sports Directs keep dying, apparently.
The Devil Wears JD Sports. And the Devil Wears Primark wins it with the audience vote. I was like, it's got to be a P word.
Let's keep it going. After a massive downsizing, the store unfortunately had to be renamed Bed Bath and Blank.
So after a massive downsizing, the store unfortunately had to be
Time to pick the one
renamed
you
Bed
like
Bath
best.
and Blank. So we have Bed Bath and Bullshit or Bed Bath and Before. Before what?
Before one, yeah.
Well, the brand name's Bed Bath & Beyond.
Oh, was
Oh! I have never heard of this place.
How can you have never heard of Bed Bath & Beyond?
it? We
Very
don't buy
easily.
many beds or baths.
See, I don't think they sell that many.
Guess that's why they had to downsize. Oh,
The
and
audience
bullshit
vote.
wins.
Bullshit wins.
Next up, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it blank.
Oh. So you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it have a bath.
Now it gets
or
real.
you can't
Pick
make
your
it jump
favorite.
in a hot tub.
Technically, you can't make anyone jump in a hot tub. Or have a bath, especially if you've been to
You
a,
could
to a big
drop
convention.
someone in a hot tub.
Yeah, that doesn't make that sentence correct, because...
I also know that somebody has been picked up and dropped in a bath.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
so do I.
That's not jump. That's... Or
And
making them
simply
have a
picked up
bath.
and put there.
Still not jumping.
And have a bath, gets it with 60%.
Okay, what's next? One thing someone could whisper in your ear to win your heart forever.
TK's one.
So, the one thing that someone could whisper in your ear to win your
Okay,
heart
choose
forever
your favorite.
is, I have bacon, or I swallow.
That's an interestingly harsh one.
I swallow
what's,
bacon.
what's more important to you? Yeah.
It seems bacon is more important.
Bacon takes it.
Yeah.
Safety crib, so only half points.
I know. Like I said, I'm not expecting to win this one.
That was round one. Let's take a
Oh,
peek
you won
at
the last
those
one. That's
scores,
greedy.
shall we?
So, there are peoples. And point to Totties.
Yeah.
And Charleston is screaming into the lead with that early
Myself
quiplash.
and TK
Yes.
are tied for second place.
Ooh.
Feeling warmed up?
Points
Good,
matter.
Because it's time for round two, where all points are doubled.
Vote for me or
Doubled, I
Hedgie wins.
say.
All right, question
Worst
time.
political,
Here we go.
political slogan ever.
I don't know, work for Rishi Sunak.
Interesting questions.
Yeah. Okay. Oh Jesus! Yeah, I am not winning this one at all. I am just going to slowly descend into the couch.
So, just waiting on Charleston for another quiplash answer.
Oh,
As in Super Quiplash.
super quiplash.
Yeah, set the bar high for yourself.
Yes, yes. 20 seconds remaining.
Wow. Am I behind? Yes, I am
15
behind.
seconds remaining.
You're almost out of time.
Yeah, it's
Don't
about
forget
3
your safety
seconds
quip.
lag.
Puppy.
If you're live. If not,
5 seconds.
you probably missed it. Oh, there we go.
Plenty of time.
Phew.
Okay, here's where the fun starts.
There was no rush.
Except where there was rush.
Up to bat, we have the worst part about raising a zombie child is blank.
Worst part about raising a zombie child is
winner.
finding films with good zombie representation.
That has
representation. No. Or always mumbling, won't enunciate.
And my word, a quiplash
Quiplash.
with a safety quip.
Half point.
Wow.
Waste of a quiplash.
Damn.
Without further ado, how can you tell your tailor is in love with you?
Let's find out. So, how can you tell your tailor is in love with you? He
Here's the
measures
fun part.
both
Pick
sides
your favorite
or
quip.
crotchless trousers with codpiece.
So that's a codpiece?
That's chaps,
Or trousers?
chaps with a piece of wood.
Yeah, that's like crotchless trousers with a thing over the crotch. So trousers.
No, but with a very specific thing over the crotch.
And he measures both sides, wins it with the audience favourite 80%.
Guys, I'm
And
trying not
next
to win.
is-
Stop it.
A radical new use for a gravy boat.
A hat. TK.
So, a radical new use for a gravy boat
right,
is
people,
tied
it's
together to make a
voting
gravy
time.
train or lubricant dispenser.
I would hardly call either of those radical.
What would you call the radical use?
A radical use, I don't know, sticking an engine and going down the.
That's
Down
a
the
big
road.
ass gravy boat.
Yeah, you do realise gravy boats aren't full size, right?
I'm well aware of what they are.
They are a scaled down representation.
And
Yes.
lubricant dispenser gets it with 60% of the vote.
Moving right along. She's a cop. He's a celebrity chef. This summer, they're
Fishing for ideas for more shit on
Now
cable
it's time
TV.
to vote for your favorite.
So, she's a cop, he's a celebrity chef. This summer, they're frying up fake criminal cases or on strike.
I was like, cooking up a storm.
Well, it's normally the name of the show. That's what it normally is.
No one made a pig pun. I am disappointed.
We're better than that.
No, we're not.
Yeah, you're right.
We're not.
Next, an old-fashioned way to cheer up your friend after a breakup.
Strippers!
So an old-fashioned way to cheer up your friend after
Okay,
a breakup.
everybody, pick your
Let's
favorite
get
quip.
pissed or get the bard to sing them a ballad. I would do anything for love. Bling.
Yeah,
But
basi-
I will not do that.
basically go to a pub, listen to sad music, and then watch people take their clothes off. That's generally the
Oh, it's a
traditional way.
tie, and the audience couldn't even be bothered.
50-50.
Let's see the next one. The only thing worse than watching blank is watching it in slow motion.
Is there going to be porn? No. Oh, Jesus Christ,
So the
people.
only thing
Vote
worse
for the
than
one
watching
like that.
EastEnders is, or watching cats vomiting, is watching it in slow motion.
To be fair, any vomiting. Any vomiting. Yeah, no.
Oh.
And Cats Vomiting gets it with 80% of the audience vote.
Whereas Charleston would rather not watch EastEnders.
Hard to put that round two into words. But let's see how it translates to the scoreboard.
Scoreboard.
The scoreboard. The score. Oh, Hedgie screamed into the lead.
Just about.
Yes, and I'm second.
Prepare yourself
With safety
for
quips.
Triplax.
So I told you to vote for me or Hedgie wins. You didn't vote for me, and this is what
I'm going
happens.
to send each of you a prompt that requires
Excuse me,
three
sorry.
separate responses.
Don't overthink
You'll
it.
do great.
Naked Hedgie-saurus. There we go.
Charleston justifies his answer with cats vomiting. It lasts about 10 seconds. EastEnders is half an hour of misery.
Alright, okay. I feel this prompt does not help because it does the two things I'm looking at do not correlate in any way, shape, or form. So I am now going to have to lie.
I'm in first.
Oh. Again, it's Ben times 2 in Charleston. The
No,
last
just
time,
Charleston.
The last time this happened, Charleston got a quiplash. So,
I mean, correlation is not causation at all.
no, it isn't. But the first time is an accident,
Ow.
the second time is a coincidence, the third time is a pattern. 20 seconds!
Loads of time. While the man is typing.
15 seconds, and he's in.
Okay, let's do
No
this.
pressure.
3 things Mars needs before we can live
Oh,
there.
I'm glad they said that. I
wow.
thought the chocolate.
So, 3 things Mars needs before we can
All
live
right,
there
choose your
is a
favorite.
naked Hedgesaurus, or David Bowie, the power of reincarnation, and confirmation life's on Mars.
Or just the TV series, because that was fucking cool.
Yes,
Of
it
course.
was. As was Ashes to Ashes.
Yes.
Which one was the first one? Ashes to
Mars-
Ashes?
Life
or
of Life
Mars?
Life on Mars is first.
Yeah. I watched Ashes to Ashes more.
Yeah, because it's the 80s.
I watched all of them.
Yeah, I know. You raved
Who
about it.
hasn't voted? Somebody hasn't voted.
I've voted.
It's potentially audience. Because there's audience. No, there is a vote drop somewhere.
Oh my god,
it's a-
I used to super quiplash on the threat flash. I was right. It is. Yeah. Correlation isn't causation, my foot.
The 3
No,
ways
correlation
of
is not
making money
causation.
are blank.
Well played, Charleston.
Blank, blank.
Well played.
Yes. So
Boil
the
it,
3
mash
rules
it,
of
stick it
making
in a
money
stew,
are
yeah.
blank, blank, blank. Boil it, mash it, stick it in a stew,
Time to pick the
or
one you
bend
like
over,
best.
lube up, think of Canada.
Lube up.
Yeah.
Lube up.
Remember to take it out and shake it all about.
That's the hokey pokey.
The hokey cokey.
I know what I said.
I know you did.
Ah, people did. Oh, at least TK got
and
the audience.
think of Canada, believe me, I do, every single day.
And how you can't get
3
there.
words that could describe the circus or your dad.
3 words that could describe the circus or your dad. Full of animals. Cheap, smelly, disappointing.
Okay, everybody,
Clearly,
pick
you
your
have not gone to
favorite quip.
circuses recently.
Yeah, there's no animals in them anymore.
Certainly not fucking cheap. 80 quid to get a ticket? Fuck.
Oh, really?
Depends which circus you're talking about.
That's that nice. Oh, is it going to be it? It is!
It's a super quiplash!
So Hedgie wins. Woohoo! Actually, no, because Charles got super quick question. He was winning. Who was in the lead last?
Me.
Wow,
Oh, yeah,
this
you've
is
won.
it. Show us the final score.
God damn it.
Woohoo!
Oh dear. 4th, yay!
Yay!
Fix!
Captain Ears wins. Do you hear that, people?
Fix!
Dear me.
Oh,
So, top answers of the games were the electric whisk on the slow setting.
yeah.
Always mumbling, won't enunciate.
Which was a safety quip.
Yep.
And those were the 2
That
top
was
answers.
it. The 2 top ones, yeah. But yes, 2 super quiplashes on the thriplash.
I know, right?
Wow.
Doesn't happen. There should be a trophy for that. Oh, Jackbox, where's our trophy?
You probably need to get 3. So
Oh,
you,
probably, yeah.
yeah.
I wonder what the trophy list actually.
Charleston says, Otter's now mad at me because both of my super quiplashes were against him. Honey, I love you, but it's all war.
It's all fair and love and quiplash.
Dear me.
Oh dear, right, let's get a jingle on the go and get back to the studio. What shall we have? Let's have... Ooh, we haven't had that one for a little while. Right,
Radio killed the video star.
How can this be?
Which radio? Tiger Tails Radio. That's perfect. Internet radio has never been so fuzzy.
That's right, it hasn't. It never will be again. Because we are the only furry radio station. And if anyone tells you otherwise, they're lying their asses off.
right. How much do you actually want to put money on that?
Absolutely none.
Good, because you would lose it.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Really?
yes.
I see.
Unless you want me to get the host of Rabbit Hole Radio to pop over and just tell you how wrong you are.
What was the thing? Because I phased out as Hedgie opened his mouth. What was he saying?
It's internet radio will never be so fuzzy.
And I said, that's right, because we are the only furry radio
Only.
station.
Right,
And if
okay.
anyone tells you otherwise, they're lying their asses off. And apparently, I'm wrong.
You are. Does it say who the host
Furry
is? 'Cause
FM?
I can never remember his name. Romeo Rabbit, that was it. From Rabbit Hole Radio. From
Oh.
Rabbit Hole Radio.
Oh.
And
Furry.fm.
Yeah, apparently Rapid T Rabbit used to be on the show a lot.
Oh.
Paw Print Radio. Not entirely sure if they're going or if they're older.
Are you just reading the Wikipedia page? The Wikifur page?
No, he's reading Google.
I searched furry radio stations. I have yet to click on the link to Wikifur. But now you've mentioned it, I'll have a look. Furry FM. It's a German and English-speaking furry internet radio station, been actively broadcasting 24 hours a day since March 2015. So, after you started,
Yes.
I mean, granted, they probably were continuous compared to...
Yeah, I'd hardly expect so.
We did one whole year of a show a day. And then we decided that was a stupid idea. And then we decided to do one a week.
Which is also a stupid idea.
Stupid idea.
Is it? What? Why?
Because we do it for 50 weeks, 52 weeks in a year.
There's a lot of shows.
Maybe we should do it less and have more gaps.
Oh, God. Then gradually people would just go, hey, wasn't TigerTails Radio on? No, they've gone off. Oh, I guess they're gone, and just disappear.
Yeah, well. Maybe.
Pretty much like any kind of YouTube channel. Somebody doesn't upload for a week and they go, oh, they're gone.
No,
person
no,
must have
it's
died.
like, oh, you're dead. That's the conversation. It's like, oh, you've stopped playing that game. You must hate it. No, I stopped playing it because I wanted to play something. No, you must hate it.
Accept the hate.
It's like you left the internet for an entire week. We thought you were dead. I literally told you I was going away on holiday. No, but you didn't upload anything. Yes, because I was on holiday.
Yeah, you didn't prepare 4 weeks in advance worth of content for us to enjoy while you were not here.
Basically,
Yes.
Therefore,
that's
you've obviously died.
That's Markiplier and Jacksepticeye.
Well, no,
Yeah.
this is old school business, same as what it used to be on the radio. Because on the radio, especially on BBC Radio, if you weren't there for your slot, someone else would take it. So what would happen is people would talk about the holidays that they took, that they never took, because they were on every single day. Because if they left for a week, someone else would take their slot. And if they were better, they'd come back and not have a slot.
Yep.
That was old school radio. So you would suddenly have a time when you're tuning in and they're going, he's talking about a holiday somewhere. I don't remember him having left. That's honestly, I mean, that was during the era of the pirate radio as well, where when we say pirate radio, there was a fucking ship offshore of England.
Radio Caroline. That actually played good music.
Yeah.
Where they recruited a bunch of people who did not understand what it meant for a ship to be out in the North fucking Sea. It was like, oh, you're fine, you'll be playing some music. Way!
The needle keeps skipping.
Kenny, was it Kenny Everett? Yeah, it was Kenny Everett.
There was a lot of people.
There was a lot of very good names on there.
They had a film crew when he was on there, and it was like, it was basically a case of got on there, did your set, and then every now and again you just ran out to the side and threw up over the side of the boat.
Well, because it wasn't actually moving, it was just moored.
No, it wasn't moored because there was no mooring in the middle of the fucking North Sea.
Yeah, it had to be at least 12 miles out to shore.
They were not moored. They were trying to remain stationary. Anchor chains going down that deep is not a thing. It's like, okay, lower the anchor. The miles.
Yeah, we don't have that much chain, my dear.
And also, it is the North Sea.
It's not that far down. Even Challenger Deep is only about 5 miles. It's not that far down.
Yeah, but no one's going to have 5 miles worth of chain on their anchor.
That's the Challenger Deep. That is the deepest part
here's
ever.
the thing. No ship is set up in a way where it's going to anchor in the middle of an ocean. They won't, because it's like, hey, do you want to be anchored in the middle of an ocean? No, I want to travel through the bit that's really rough and get to the coast where it is sheltered. And I can weigh anchor and be reassured that I will not be tossed around still, because the idea of the anchor is to keep me stationary and have the shore keep me sheltered from the fucking storms.
Well, there's a thing called Troll A platform.
Oh, excuse me.
And its height is 472 meters. That is not even a mile, and that's how far down it is in the water. So, in the middle of the North Sea, it's probably about 500 meters. Yeah.
Well, we've got all the Quiplash trophies already.
Have
Yes.
Well, there we
Yeah.
go.
We've been playing Quiplash for a long time now.
Which is a shame, really. that we got the...
Quiplash 4.
In fact, there weren't any Quiplash trophies.
Quiplash 4.
Quiplash 4?
Ooh.
Why are you saying that?
Does... no, there is no Quiplash 4 yet. I was thinking they would do a new Quiplash.
No, there's a new Fibbage instead.
Ooh.
That's the is that out on the PlayStation Store yet? Excuse me while I become sidetracked.
Oh, okay.
Do you have anything for Done and Dusted?
Let me just do a quick check.
Because otherwise I'll talk about Doctor Who.
Well, you can talk about Doctor Who anyway. I don't think I've got anything major, really, that I really can talk about for Done and Dusted.
Okay, docs.
But yes.
It's that time where the cast of TigerTails Radio review stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
So I can put the camera on him now.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, as you were going to say, Hedge.
I was just going to say, Challenger Deep only goes 10,000 metres. That is not freaking 12 miles. That is about 6 at the maximum. So him saying in the middle of the North Sea for an anchor about 12 miles? No. About 500 metres. That is a lot of chain, but, you know.
It's way more chain than it's going to be on any irregular boat.
Yeah, it's not 12 miles, so don't worry about that.
Ooh. Party Pack 9 is on the PSN.
Ooh.
Ooh. Goody.
He's completely forgotten about Done and Dusted now.
No, but that after, because next week is obviously the Halloween stream, so we're going to be playing some Trivia Murder Party. But then the week after,
Hey.
Jackbox 9 is approaching.
Ooh.
For NaNoWriMo. That could be my NaNoWriMo treat. But yes, no. I saw Doctor Who. Charleston, feel free to make comments as we go. But yes, so I ended up watching Doctor Who over the yesterday, because it was on yesterday, and I didn't watch it live, because I forgot, because I was listening to the F1. So when the F1 finished, I then watched Doctor Who. And it was an episode.
Ah, really?
I will say that. It was written by Chris Chibnall. And you could tell.
He's the new guy, yes?
No.
Well, he was the new guy.
He was the new guy.
Oh, he was the guy that was writing for the Jodie Whittaker series.
That's right.
So who's the new guy?
It's the old guy.
Oh, Russell T Davies.
Yes.
Hey!
Yeah, Chris Chibnall is the fan writer who wrote the dinosaur episode, and even Nerd went, yeah, this was shit. And then when he heard that Chris Chibnall was taking over, he was like, I have some concerns.
The dinosaur episode.
Yes, you know, the episode where they wrote dinosaurs, because...
Who was the doctor in that one?
I believe...
I want to say Matt Smith.
That
but
was... I want to believe it was Matt Smith.
Dinosaurs on a Spaceship, Charleston says.
Yeah.
Was the episode name, and it was Matt Smith, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he only wrote an episode, and then he took over, and they changed from Matt Smith to Angry Eyebrows, and
Yes,
it was a
that
case
was
of, wow.
Peter Capaldi, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's loving being the Doctor now.
I loved Peter Capaldi's Doctor. What I didn't love was the script they gave him.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah.
Because, not Russell T Davies, the other one who came after him. Moffat, Stephen Moffat. Mate, when he's not the showrunner, he can make some fantastic stories. When he's the showrunner, he makes stories.
And so many people, a certain person I remember went, oh, when Moffat takes over, it's going to be so much better. I was like, I guarantee it's not going to be.
It depends on where he is, because the biggest issues with modern Who has been, hey, we have an arc. No, you don't. We have a plot twist. No, you have a thing that's going to piss people off.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got background characters. No, you have one background character and everyone else is desperate for fucking screen time, including the fucking Doctor.
As Charleston says, writing for a single episode is a whole other ball game to oversee an entire series.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Moffat would do like double bills or triple bill episodes.
Yes.
And they were good. Because, you know...
When he had the room.
Yeah, when he had the
good.
room to breathe.
Yeah.
But then when he became showrunner, he had too much room, too much power, and didn't have anyone reining him in.
So anyway, this
And it went
episode
nuts.
was written by Chris Chibnall.
Hey.
It was written by Chris Chibnall, and therefore you can guarantee it was not brilliant. But it started on a space train,
A space train.
carrying cargo.
Ah, so of course you loved
A
it.
space freight train.
Yes, a space freight train, because
Yeah.
using a ship, which would probably be faster, more efficient, and probably cheaper.
Because trains were a thing in another episode that
Yes,
clearly
it was the Orient Express, which you could get away with that because that's a big luxury thing. You know, the thing is, you're going to be on the space train. It's the Orient Express in space. Yay!
Yes.
And so you pay lots of money for the privilege. This was a cargo train.
Ah.
What the fuck is the point of it?
It's basically Astro Train from Transformers the movie.
It's literally plot device. I'm gonna go with plot device.
Well, it was Space Train with some of the worst CGI I've seen in the Doctor Who seasons for a
That's
while.
saying something, TK. Oh,
know,
boy.
right? And they were transporting cargo of importance, which was then invaded by Cybermen
Ah.
Why?
because they wanted the cargo.
What was the cargo?
The cargo, at the time of the reveal, was a child.
Ah.
Why did they want it?
Well, you'll find out later in the episode. But they weren't regular Cybermen.
Excuse me, sorry.
They were Master Cybermen.
Master Cybermen.
Hold on, isn't that their
Or Cyber Masters, as they called themselves.
yeah, the Uber leaders supposedly.
Not quite. Basically, during I think it was either Flux or pre-Flux,
Oh,
the
Christ.
Master had made a deal with the Cybermen for shenanigans.
Yes, the weird time dilation
Shenanigans.
station.
But
Yes.
Cybermen have now got the power to regenerate effectively.
Ah.
And so they come back from the dead after a couple of moments. It's
Oh.
like, oh dear, this is a bit of a problem. And so it's like, oh, the Cybermen have put up a barrier so no one can get in and save us. Oh no, what should we do? And then the Doctor comes in, obviously, in the TARDIS, and is like, oh, we can't get through because of the barrier. So we'll get basically a rope ladder and throw it at the TARDIS and all climb down that. And it was Yaz.
Hold on. Sorry. There is a barrier. They can't get in. The Doctor Who arrives in the TARDIS.
And can't get through the barrier, the shield.
The TARDIS.
Yep.
That has historically and in more recent series gone, I go 5 foot that way, and they're behind the barrier.
Well, this was more like a magic barrier type, sci-fi barrier. So it can stop the TARDIS itself, but physical entities can just go right through it, apparently. It's like a force field.
Oh my god, it's worse. It's
Oh
worse
my
writing.
God.
It's a force field. Does it prevent things entering it? Connect? No, it stops the TARDIS.
The TARDIS literally goes through time.
Yeah, but it's like I
It's
shoot
Chris
the
Chibnall. We
darkness.
don't question it.
No, we question it because it's like your entire plot revolves around the TARDIS. But the security guards just go, oh, we shoot them. Oh, they'll regenerate. We toss them out
Into space.
into space.
But they regenerate, and they can shoot us first. Who knows?
No, they regenerate in space.
And don't
Didn't
forget.
fucking think of that, did you?
And if you're thinking of security guards, may I mention one word that will completely demolish that argument?
Chris
Okay.
Chibnall.
Merlin.
Yeah,
Merlin?
Merlin,
Oh,
Merlin,
yeah.
I gave Merlin that because it was funny. Doctor Who is not funny.
So, anyway,
Not supposed to be funny.
Doctor.
Not intentionally.
Doctor, I think his name was. Who was that stupid companion who joined in after all the good ones left?
Replacement for good characters. There we go.
You know, the Liverpudlian chap.
that does not know. Oh, yes, the comic that they pulled in
Yeah.
because
I'll keep wanting to say his name is John. I don't think that's his character name.
Not John Bishop.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the actor.
John
What, the
That's
guy
what-
who
the
speaks
actor.
like that?
Yeah, that's
That
the
one
guy-
who speaks like that, yeah.
yeah, John Bishop is the actor. I can't
Oh,
remember his
really?
character name. But yeah, he was kind of there. And during the battle that ensued on the roof of this train, which they managed to deflect Cyberman bullets by opening a service hatch. And,
Cyberman bullets.
well, whatever that energy pulsation shit they shoot from their guns.
Oh.
And they were able to block all of that. So the Cybermen who cut their way through the train to get onto the roof now have their weapons stopped by the roof of the train which they just cut through. We don't think about it. It's Chris Chibnall.
Charleston
Dan.
Rat says John Bishop's character was Dan.
Thank you very much, Austin. Yes, Dan, that was his name.
So they cut through the train, and yet they cut through the metal of the train,
The roof of
and
the train,
the metal
yep.
of the train prevents them from cutting through it.
No, prevents their bullets from reaching our heroes. Basically, the same metal they cut through becomes plot armor,
Oh my god!
except so to get the
I mean,
Cybermen.
was that? Did the Doctor do something with the sonic screwdriver to augment the metal?
Don't recall so. They just opened the service hatch because they wanted to turn off the gravity, because basically
This
they were...
was the power of
The doctor, yeah.
Okay.
Basically, they were attached to the train's roof because electromagnetic boot things, basically.
Oh, yeah.
So they could stay on the roof,
Yeah,
even
yeah,
because the
yeah.
roof was an electromagnet for some reason. And so to get the Cybermen off the roof...
Why was the roof an electromagnet?
It's questionable. We don't question it.
I've not even seen this, and already there's like 4 plot holes.
And this is only in the first few minutes of the thing.
Oh my god.
We haven't even got into the episode yet. This is just the prelude.
Oh, seriously? What? Yet the credits haven't even
We
started.
haven't hit the opening titles yet.
Oh my god! I thought this was the actual episode itself.
No, this is the prelude.
Oh my god!
This is my point. So
This is just why I haven't paid attention to Doctor Who since Matt Smith left. I just haven't, like... It was like, I genuinely can't.
So the Doctor's genius plan to get the Cybermen off the roof of the train is to turn off this electromagnetic thing so that everything floats away.
Okay.
And she's like, grab a hold of shit. And everyone grabs a hold of shit, and all the Cybermen float away, and they kind of grab each other to stay on the roof. Except one of the Cybermen shoots Dan's face.
Ah.
Which is okay, because he's wearing a visory thing.
Okay.
'Cause, they're all protected and stuff. But of course, it makes him think, oh, that could have been my face. So the minute they get to safety, because they don't rescue the child due to shenanigans and plot reasons, and the Cybermen will then out
Okay.
and basically go away and do the rest of the story. And the Doctor's like, oh no, too late, oh shame. And Dan's like, they all go back into the TARDIS, and the Dan's like, nah, fuck this noise, take me home. And that was it, he was written out. You don't see him for the rest of the episode, he's gone.
Wow.
Yeah. I think you might have seen him at the very end briefly, but yeah, no, he's gone now.
Good
He's like,
grief.
he couldn't be bothered anymore.
Oh.
But the whole thing in this episode was, it's the Master's back again. Oh yeah, Charlton says, if you think the space train stuff was stuffed, wait until you see why the paintings have gone missing in art galleries.
Oh.
Yeah, paintings went missing in art galleries, because while the
why?
Doctor was out doing shenanigans, we head to Unit.
Oh, so that wasn't relevant to the plot, or it is.
The plot relevance is them kidnapping the child.
Okay,
The
so
Cybermen kidnap the child.
the child is relevant.
But the Cybermen floated away.
No.
Only the ones on the roof of the train.
Oh, God.
The ones inside the train were obviously busy kidnapping the child.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ. How much did they crowbar into this one fucking episode?
All of it.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He's a fucking fanboy.
And Unit is the thing that Martha Jones is working for.
Unit
Used to, yeah.
was
Yeah.
originally generated in season 3 as a military force designed to deal with the bullshit that the Doctor was dealing with. When I say designed to deal, they got created by the government at the time and had to. And thankfully, they managed to find the Doctor, who was banished to Earth at that time. Since then, Unit has come and gone.
Wasn't it Unit or Torchwood that Queen Victoria set up?
Torchwood.
That was Torchwood to banish the Doctor.
Unit, Unit are the guys who were professional up until the most recent series where suddenly
Yes.
they weren't.
Because
Yeah.
I know that Martha Jones was part of Unit, and then Mickey became
Part of the rebellion
the
because
British,
of
yeah.
the Master taking over the planet
Yes, yes.
because
that was like the
Reasons.
the last of the Matt Smith era.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
like-
the Master's back, and the
not
Master is
Matt
now
Smith, that was
Rasputin.
Tennant. That was Tennant.
was it Tennant?
That was
Okay,
Tennant.
all
Yeah.
right.
Yep, so the Master's back, and he's now Rasputin.
Rasputin.
How is
Yes.
he Rasputin?
He's now in Russia in 1916 or whatever it was.
All right. Okay.
And he's Rasputin. Because of his mastery hypnotic powers.
Everyone sees
Hold
him
on,
as
that's
Rasputin.
come back.
Yep, they've decided, they remembered that he's got hypnotic powers. And so,
Is he still played by John Sim?
No.
But you'd be forgiven for thinking he was, the way he plays the Doctor in this episode.
okay. So who is it this time?
It's some gentleman whose name I can never remember, because I don't bother remembering cast names apart from Judy Whittaker's,
Okay.
because no one else really is worth remembering. Charleston will probably know, he'll put it in the channel in a moment, I expect.
Okay, so we've got child kidnapped, pictures being taken, Master in
Yeah.
Russia.
So the picture's been taken, and that triggers one of the old, I think it was Ace who was triggered by this. Ace gets in contact with another companion who I had the name on the tip of my tongue until I went to say her name, and now she's gone, and all I can think of is Sarah Jane Smith, who is not in this one
You
because
mean-
she is
Are you
dead.
talking about Catherine Tate?
No.
Oh, no, she's coming back, isn't
Yeah,
she?
she's coming back in later season. But
Tegan says.
Tegan,
Charleston.
thank you very much. Yeah, Ace and Tegan. So they've had a little bit of a powwow over FaceTime because they're detecting shenanigans going on. So they bugger off to Unit to alert things. And yeah, the paintings have gone missing. And the reason the paintings have gone missing is because they're all getting altered with the
Right.
Master's face on them.
Oh God.
Why?
It's a question no, we don't ask. So
What is the point of that? You're just defacing
I mean, are we
painting.
going to say that he has the ability to take his hypnotic power through the painting, and therefore
No, it's just breadcrumbs to lead the Doctor to him, basically. But
why?
that's a good question.
Because one, if he wants him to turn up, he goes, "Hold on, hello TARDIS, yeah, I'm here."
Yeah, he ends up doing that. But
As well?
and there's a Dalek who does it as well.
So apparently, by the way, when we asked what was crowbarred into this episode, Charleston says everything.
Yes.
Also, the Master's picture in the paintings is apparently really bad Photoshop.
You know the pictures done by Dali?
Yes.
Think that.
Ah.
Yeah. They basically... This is either... They had an intern or a student, gave them about hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, to do a few paintings and just replacing all...
So are they supposed to be like famous paintings, like the Last Supper and the Mona Lisa or something like that?
Yes, both of those, and the Scream.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, and all with the Master's face replacing the lead face in the picture.
So basically, the Master is Jesus, the Master is the Mona Lisa, and the Master is Edward Munch's character.
Yeah, the Scream character, yes. And...
Oh my God, they were leaning on fan nostalgia horridly for this, really, weren't they?
Yes, this was very much a fan throwback, because it was the BBC Centenary episode. So celebrating
and
100
the girl
years.
with the pearl earring as well.
So...
Good grief.
Anyway, shenanigans happen. And because I won't spoil all of it, just the main crazy bits. Now, anybody remember...
It doesn't even make me want to watch it.
No.
This feels like somebody who... this is
Fan
the
fiction.
thought process.
It sounds like fan fiction.
I want to have the best send-off ever for my Doctor.
It sounds like a fan fiction. It sounds like you reciting somebody's fan fiction. That's literally what it sounds like to me.
That is Chris Chibnall's entire run.
It does. It sounds like a badly written fan
How does this celebrate 100 years of BBC by crowbarring everything in? How?
All of the fan bait, basically.
The fact that even the preamble just sounded like, wait, that shouldn't happen, and how would that happen? It does.
Yeah.
It's just literally a fan fiction that you pick through.
You remember in the previous series, I can't remember if it was in this one or not, but the Master had a new trick where he would do tissue compression and basically make little tiny dolls of people.
Why?
That's one of his things.
Okay.
But apparently it kills them and stuff, and he did this to a load of climate change scientists as well. And so he ended up getting the Doctor to attend a seminar, in brackets, for a climate event thing. And all the attendees were little miniaturized climate peoples. And the Master was there with volcanoes and things, a bit of a kind of a sport.
Are we still talking about the same fucking episode?
Yep.
Did they have a march to rejoin the EU as well?
No. Basically, we had all the miniature climate scientists. The Doctor comes in and goes, you're bad man. And you know, shenanigans happen, they get captured, and he's like, get off this planet now, because otherwise you're going to die and stuff like that. It's going to be your last day, blah, blah, set up for, of course, regeneration that's going to come a bit later on. Obviously, Unit then come along and take him away and lock him in prison and stuff. Now, the tissue compression thing that normally kills people when they're all compressed, apparently it can work backwards as well. So he had distributed into the main unit building a tissue compressed version of a Cyberman that had appeared in a previous series of Moffat's run.
Cyberman is made of metal. You can't compress that. That's not tissue.
This one was mostly Cyberman.
Yeah, you got to remember they retconned Cybermen so that they were actually
there was an episode
shell around humans.
Yeah, there was an episode in oldie times, and this kind of half Cyberman was running around the place, and basically the Master had cloned him and then shrunk him down and then restored him somehow, even though tissue compression is supposed to kill people, but whatever, now works both ways. And so, of course, this then turned into a gateway to allow thousands of the Cybermen into Unit, so that basically they storm Unit. And
again.
Yep, again. And so Tegan and Ace have to basically go up to the roof to escape and then bring in reinforcements or what have you, while lead unit woman, whose name is not important, basically tries to...
I feel that this is not a celebration episode. I feel this is very much Chris Chibnall going, hey, look what I can do with all my toys before you get it.
Yeah, no, he was very much playing with every toy in his sandbox while he still had them.
God.
The worst thing is I'm looking at stuff and people are desperately trying to avoid the very clear and obvious thing of, what the fuck have I just watched? Because everything is like, oh yes, I love the little fan moment. I can be as fanboy as the next person, and I can be as fangirly as the next person. I don't care. But if you start hitting a certain level, it stops being interesting and it starts being the scary movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only bad, you know.
Yeah,
like,
it's just
oh.
so many pop culture references thrown together, and it's just like, this is just,
I must admit,
it's a mishmash.
despite Ace being kind of a caricature of previous Ace, I did really enjoy her
Was
performance.
it played by the same actress?
Yes. Yes, all
Okay.
the kind of original people
I'm
reprised their
also-
roles.
Sophie Aldridge.
I'm
that's-
also
Yes.
seeing a plot thread that they're pulling for why the Master was doing this, and I'm
Yes.
sat there going, but doesn't that contradict, like,
Xavier has probably now read the words forced regeneration.
everything? Yeah, everything. Well, it's like his reason. It's like everything. It contradicts everything about the Master that even got retconned for. Who was the guy who was the more recent one who had the whole I fight the
Are you thinking
Time
of Missy?
No, the guy. The
What?
guy,
That was
because we talked about his episode where he regenerated and took over the world.
That was doing Jodie Whittaker's one, wasn't it?
No, this is the guy in David Tennant's era when he regenerated into the young chap, basically took over the world, and then they brought him back from the dead because...
Oh, Paul McGann.
Not Paul McGann. No, that's the Doctor, not the Master.
Oh, the Master. Oh,
It's
John
the
Sim.
Master.
Oh, John
Yes,
Sim.
John
It wasn't
Sim.
just John Sim. Oh, you were thinking of John Sim.
Yeah, because
Okay.
they retconned the Master a bit with John Sim and how he was doing it because there was the suggestion that maybe these two are related. But I never felt that he was.
I didn't think they were related. I just thought they were both Time Lords.
I never got the assumption that he was jealous, although there was some undercurrent that maybe he was a little bit because he was the one that the Doctor got to play with his toys, whereas the Master got to told off, but they never expanded
No, I
that.
thought it was the Doctor. The Doctor chose the name the Doctor because he would always do no harm, whereas the Master wanted to be the ultimate Time Lord.
But either way, yeah, during John Sim's run, they were retconned to be perhaps related. During, well, then we had Missy, which was fantastic, and Missy is definitely the best Master ever. And then during this run, of course, they retconned the Doctor to not actually be the Doctor, but just to be a descendant from the Timeless Child.
Oh God! What? So the Doctor is no longer a Time Lord?
Time Lords were created
Time
from...
Lords were actually a separate race of beings who found this child that could regenerate. So what they did is completely horribly abuse her. By the way, they were all white people. So therefore,
They,
can you spot the allegory?
they stole her regeneration powers and called
Oh
themselves
my
Time Lords.
God.
And therefore became these busybodies that went. And it's like I can understand the whole busybody, but
Question.
I'm fairly sure
Why?
because fucking awful writers. That's even before this one.
Because Chibnall wanted to leave his mark on the series
Oh,
and just
God.
disregard
Oh yeah, he did.
60 years of...
He did Timeless, didn't he? Fucker.
Yes, that was a Chibnall thing. Yep.
Grief.
This is really annoying because everything you're saying and everything I'm reading underpins the issues that a lot of people had. It's like the resolution for these problems are not smart people resolutions.
No.
These are dumb people resolutions because it's like, oh, I can't get past the barrier. Why not? It's literally a thing that breaks plot. I am literally in a thing that breaks plot. Oh, but I left the universe. Bitch, do you think a force field's going to stop me? Fuck no. Sorry, waifu. In there.
Heck, the Doctor freaking put Gallifrey in a time lock, an entire planet.
The TARDIS materialized around someone.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry, the plot says this. The TARDIS goes,
Fuck that. Yes.
Oh, it gets even better later on in this episode.
Oh no.
The Doctor ends up being mishmashed with, forced to regenerate with the Master. And so the Master becomes the Doctor.
Whoa.
yes, because I saw that
It's
there
like
was
something
talk
from The
about that.
Fly.
It's
Oh
like,
my God.
I want to become the Doctor. Why?
Reasons.
Why?
Oh, well, because I want to run around and do a lot of bad shit and give you a bad name.
I think the writers already did that.
All right, okay.
That was pretty much the sole reason.
So, firstly, that's not anything to do with the Master because at the end of the day, as much as he hates the Doctor, he'd rather defeat the Doctor. This was something that was hammered in because it was like, oh wait, this bad guy could defeat the Doctor. No, I'm stopping you, mate. And that was hammered in. It was like, as far as he was concerned, he was like a rival. And yes, their paths crossed because plans and convenience. Oh, I want to become him and give him back. No, the fuck no. I mean, did the entire thing up to one of my favourite endings of a season with the time box. the time vaults, where like everyone turned up and he just told everyone to piss off. Did that not happen? Because everyone felt that he was the bad guy anyway. Admittedly, mostly the bad people, but his reputation is I turn up and bad shit happens anyway.
Yeah. Well, I turn up when the bad shit's happening and somehow almost get the blame.
Yes. I mean, he has been literally responsible for fucking genocide.
It gets more fun because in this new body swapped form, because the Master decides that he likes his original appearances in terms of actor's appearance still, so he still looks like the Master, just in a mishmash of all the previous Doctor's clothings.
Hold on, TK.
I'm holding.
Are they? There's someone who's made a comment. Are we about to approach a scene where apparently there's going to be a conversation between Sylvester McCoy Doctor and Ace?
That's much later on.
Oh, fuck you, Chibnall. Oh, fuck you, Chibnall. Jesus Christ, you failed to watch that season.
As the Doctor's been running round, she's been touching people on the shoulder and giving them static shocks. This was important later. But...
What, is she a child?
The child, or
no to any of that. Well, the child is basically a giant great energy source to fuel this fuck-off great huge Cyberman planet, which is now just next to Earth.
So how is she an energy source?
Because the child isn't really a child. It's an alien energy, basically an alien creature, which is basically a fuck-off great source of energy, which they've kidnapped. But to protect itself, it takes on the form of which the viewer would find most wanting to defend. So to the Doctor and to Yaz, it appears as a child.
But that would mean it would take on a form to the Cybermen that they would want.
Cybermen don't have emotions. Therefore, they wouldn't want to defend it.
In which case, it wouldn't appear as anything.
Well, it would appear as its natural self. But because we see because Yaz and the Doctor, basically the audience allegory, Yaz is the audience allegory, we see it as the child. Because that's what they see.
Yeah, because the Cybermen want to destroy things, so it would probably come up as a cardboard box saying, bash me.
I know, it just shows up in there. If it's a standard form, it's a big wiggly tentacly thing. You'd probably love it. Probably appeared in your hentai.
Did they pick it up?
Well, it's in a box, so they just Cyberman...
So it is a big box going, bash me.
So they just Cyberman teleport it away. And then they chain it up to this planet and just have its energy source. The Master uses his TARDIS to basically do stuff to the planet as well, to ground it and stuff, and keep it in space and time. And yeah, there's basically a huge Cyberman conversion plant and other shenanigans going on. A huge metal planet, effectively. There's convertible...
How far is thou through the episode?
It's a long episode based on a comment I've just read.
It's a 90-minute episode.
Yeah.
Okay, and how far are you through it now?
Well, we're bouncing a little bit between kind of the 20 to 30-minute mark.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so explanation and plot is non-existent.
There's a lot of plot bounces.
That's only a third of the way through.
Let's put it this way, right? So we're now at the point where... I've pulled this from what I've read. We're now at the point where the Master has merged with the Doctor for reasons. So how are they going to save the day if the Doctor's been merged with the Master? Maybe she'll be able to pull herself out of it. Maybe she'll be able to fight that.
Before we get there, Mr. Xavier, before we get there...
Or are they going to do Doctor Who bullshit?
Just before the Doctor Who bullshit. Because the Master, now as the Doctor, effectively kidnaps Yaz. And they go away into the...
Does he go, oh, can I just drop you off because you're fucking annoying?
No, which he really shouldn't. But but they go to this kind of secluded spot so he can look over things.
Does he kill her?
No, but he monologues a bit. And so to get away from him, she pushes him over and runs into the TARDIS.
What is he, an 80-year-old man?
Yes, apparently. She shoves him on the floor and runs into the TARDIS, which she can now fly with the aid of a user manual and a lot of sticky notes.
What user manual?
Oh, she just pulls a user manual out of the drawer.
What?
How?
It takes a Time Lord to control the TARDIS.
No. In terms of the canon, it takes a bunch of Time Lords to control the TARDIS, and the only reason it was actually feasible in one particular episode is because basically the Doctor put his mind into Catherine Tate, so they were at least a bit more efficient than the one Time Lord who was badly navigating it.
Well, these little electric shocks have a plot point because this isn't just a standard electric shock. The Doctor has been implanting little AI holograms into people. And so, when, in times of dire emergency, this AI fires up into life and projects a little Doctor so that they can have a conversation and stuff. And the AI...
Oh, they're doctors.
Yeah, effectively. Although it'll show Jodie for the most part, but it will flick between other Doctors as well, because of they're all in Jodie's
crowbarring, yes. So all of the different Doctors, she has an AI program of...
All the Doctors in her subconsciousness, yeah. or at least all the ones who would agree to appear on the special.
Yeah, I would.
So of course, all these people seeing their doctor as their
So
hologram.
the Force, using the Force, she gets these holograms to appear as personalities, complex personalities with memories, undoubtedly, of what happened, because she doesn't always remember it, and not all of the Doctor's regenerations were clear. So the Force.
To be fair, the holograms mostly do take Jodie's form for the most part. It's just they
Except
occasionally-
when they don't.
Yeah, when they flicker into the other person, the other person's doctor, so they can have those moments of fan service.
Yeah. Oh boy.
But yeah, so Tegan decides that she doesn't want to escape off the roof of the unit building, and so goes back in to help out and does shenanigans and bullshit in there. Ace does jump off the roof, but her parachute gets shot down. So while Yaz is flying the TARDIS, they just happen to fly by, scoop her out of midair, and carry on.
So a human can somehow control the TARDIS.
Yeah, don't.
Well,
don't.
the only time a human could control the TARDIS is when Rose basically looked into the heart of it and basically turned herself into a living version of the TARDIS itself. And that's pretty
Was
much
that
the
Rose?
only time.
All right, so we now have the Doctors reappearing and the companions reappearing,
Yep.
and then having resolutions, because apparently the Doctor's a bad person.
Well, don't forget, the Doctor, of course, as in Jodie, was now in this kind of weird subspace in her mind or whatever.
How is she in subspace? Because she's merged with a person, so maybe a dreamscape?
Yeah, type thing. A bit like platform, back like King's Cross in the last Harry Potter book.
No,
After Harry
because
gets-
that's magic. And now we're basically saying, so magic, merge them together.
Oh, God.
And then
Well-
basically two personalities in one body, but he's taking it over because
Well, yeah, it's just
magic.
his personality. She's in like her own little kind of mental escape thing, and she goes away to basically the edge of a cliff, basically, and says, "Yes, all Time Lords who regenerate will pass this point, but you know, we're manifestations of your mind, effectively, to stop you going on, so that you can turn around and go back." And for whatever reason, yep. So you know, apparently regeneration isn't instant anymore.
Oh, my God.
During that weak and unstable bit where you're running around being a bit groggy, apparently your form with enough psychic energy or time sparkly doodly whip flops can, you know, sort it all out.
Wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff.
Exactly that, yeah.
Oh.
So, due to contrivance, plot device, and Deus Ex Machina, they end up recapturing the Master and getting him back into the thing so that they can then re-split them and have...
for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, for the last 20 minutes, and have Jodie back as being the Doctor. It's like, oh yeah, thanks to your AI hologram things and our determination, the power of friendship, etc., we were able to restore you to your former self. Hey!
Instead of any kind of science fiction or any kind of potential plot.
Yeah, well, they basically used the regenerating Cybermasters. Because obviously there was Sidemasters around, but there was contrivance and plot device and another returning character coming back from a previous episode to come and lend a gun and shoot things down. And they ended up shooting the Master / the Doctor, and then of course killed all the Cybermen. So used all that regeneration energy to power the forced regeneration device to force regenerate back to Jodie Whittaker, and force the Master back into his own body.
Oh.
And yay, day is somewhat saved. Now we've got all the other plot threads to tie up.
And they don't.
Not all of them.
Oh,
Because the entire
God.
point now is, and now we send everyone away.
What we haven't talked about is the Dalek plot.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
the Daleks
God, the
got brought in
Daleks
because
are
why
in it.
not? Yeah.
Because the Master had united the Cybermen and the Daleks together.
How?
Because the strength of their hatred of the Doctor is greater than their hatred of each other. So it's basically the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
How? We are talking about the Daleks, who are the epitome of xenophobia because they want to kill everyone.
Yeah.
And the Cybermen that don't really just have a program, technically.
Well,
so
the
you can't reason
the
with them.
Cybermen who went for robotic perfection also got wiped out by the Daleks,
Yes.
so would be a little bit miffed.
Yes.
Yes.
But also, they are programmed. The Cybermen are literally programmed robots. They don't...
Hedge, the way to think of it is, think of the original Mortal Kombat film,
Yes.
where Shang Tsung had basically got Scorpion and Sub-Zero working together.
Okay.
It's that.
Magic.
Oh, Christ. The power of the Doctor being the friend she made along the way.
Oh, God.
This is a comment on Reddit, by the way.
Yeah. So, Yeah, let's not. No, that's,
If the
basically,
farewell for fucking Ace and Sylvester McCoy is as bad as that brief comment I read, then fuck no, I am not watching this.
So the Daleks were involved, and basically their point of the episode was to destabilize the tectonic plates, make all the volcanoes erupt at once, and basically wipe Earth out that way, so that the Cybermen can then basically use the planet to cyberize everything, and make more Cybermen, make big cyber base of bullshit.
We cause a massive thing that will kill all the people.
Yeah.
And the Cybermen will cyberize
All the
The-
non-people.
Not the people.
people.
Not the people. Just basically they'll use it as basically another cyberization plant. So they'll import things
Yes,
to cyberize.
they'll have no Hey, humanity has not traveled through space at this point in time, so we're gonna. Oh fuck!
Also, how are they going to get there? They can't control the TARDIS, so how are they going to get there?
Oh, Cybermen have their own transportation methods.
Yeah, basically this is an alien race that's off somewhere, but because of timey-wimey bullshit, you see them at different times. But if we're talking about current time, because inevitably it's always at current time,
Don't forget,
Earth hasn't left.
being able to travel in time in Doctor Who is nothing special.
Yeah, no, not anymore.
Everyone
no.
and their cat can do it these days. So, yeah. Cybermen, Daleks, they all appear at different points in time and space because they can, because why not? So, anyway, yeah, they don't really play too much of a part. But
well,
there is
I'm just glad that Vernon Cribbins died before this was filmed, because
Yeah.
otherwise
Yeah.
it would have been so bad if he was in it.
Apparently he's going to be in the specials. Don't ask how. Apparently he's going to do either a short thing or a reprise or something.
What you mean the three? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to be horrendous. It's going to be horrendous.
Charleston has put his rankings up in the Discord.
Yeah. What exactly was the Master's plan? Become the Doctor to get her cancelled.
Effectively, yeah.
But
Oh,
technically, in an entire universe of time and space, she is considered the sign of doom.
She's already cancelled.
Yeah, it's like...
Ah.
But yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a weak ass point. But, I mean...
And it's entirely an episode designed to go, look what I can do. I can break convention, me. Oh, by the way, none of this is relevant because it's all going to get retconned. And it's like,
fan service.
yeah, this is why. This is why. I mean,
What would have been far more interesting if when the Master got into Jodie's body and was like, oh, holy shit, I can see everything from your point of view. I now understand what you do and why you do it.
yes. I mean, actually having the two of them have a proper interaction, because the reason why everyone loved Missy is because she had the time to interact with the characters. And the reason why people liked some of the versions of the Master, especially the old one, is because he had time to interact with the Doctor. There was character versus character. There was force of personality. When that gets taken away, it becomes shit. Because then it's convoluted plot versus MacGuffin.
Yeah. And I haven't even brought up the kind of minute we spent with the Master dancing to Ra Ra Rasputin.
Yeah, I've read the comments. It's like, no, that's...
I was going to make a joke about that. That happened?
Yes, it
I can
is.
take...
Oh my god, I was going to make a joke about that. I didn't realise they were actually going to
I
do
can
that.
take
Oh my
them
God.
having that scene for Thingy What's It that we've mentioned, and I can't
John
remember his
Sim.
name. John Sim.
Yeah,
Because
'cause-
he literally had a scene where he was dancing
Yeah.
to music that was appropriate.
He was dancing to music that was called I Can't Decide If You Should Live or Die or something
Yes.
like that.
And I can fully understand that at that point. But then when you go, oh, well, he's Rasputin, so rah, rah, Rasputin. Ha, ha, ha.
Joke is funny.
Also, how is he playing that when it's in like 1912?
Oh, because time travel.
Because he can.
Because time travel.
Because it's Chris Chibnall, we don't question it.
Oh
Because
god.
it hurts to think about it.
Charleston said he liked the Rasputin dance. It was like, I can, dancing's cool.
Yeah,
Dancing's always cool.
The problem is...
Can
the
we stop
setting
now?
it-
My brain hurts.
It's setting it in a way that it's... If that's the nicest thing out of the episode, it shows how bad the episode was. That's the thing. It's like, oh, that was fun.
I haven't
That's
even
lovely.
seen the episode and already I hate it.
I saw one fucking scene and I literally sat there and went, you have just destroyed the characterization of a beloved companion for me based on that one way you've made her interact with Yaz. And I'm sat there going, well, I'm hoping that's not the entire thing. And then I've read comments and I've gone, why? because the entire arc of Ace was that she was the gung-ho, I want to get involved, and the sheer darkness of what the Doctor did changed her.
Was the Sylvester McCoy a Dark Doctor then?
There is a face I'm going to screen cap later.
Yes.
Okay, because I only saw a few episodes of that one. I never saw the entire arc.
Oh, you. I mean, granted, we are talking about a series where Bertie Bassie monster existed, but you think I'm joking?
Stay fresh, Manuel Steel.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about a character that, in previous terms, had the whole "can I, should I kill" thing. But when we got to Sylvester McCoy, it was like, yeah, we saw that he literally was, the storm that approaches. It's like this is someone who basically went, fuck you. We missed the McGann era, which is a shame. But you had glimpses of what the Doctor could be when he got pissed. I mean, we know the joke. We know the episode "Good Man Goes to War."
Hedges nodding like he remembers it.
Yeah, he doesn't. But that's Matt Smith and the guy who played the boyfriend for Thingy.
Oh,
Bond.
Rory.
Yeah, Rory. Because he literally turns up.
That was one when he was the Roman soldier.
Yeah, the Roman soldier who was
Yes.
plasticized.
Yeah.
And he literally they literally turn up on a Cyberman station, and basically they were there to ask a question. Rory is the guy asking the question. The Doctor destroys most of the fucking Cyberman fleet. That we all know the Doctor is dark at a point. Sylvester McCoy and one other Doctor were the underlying
Peter
points where they went, there is a way you could display darkness, which is like, yeah. I'm not watching this episode, TK.
Right. Can
At
we
all.
go now?
I mean, we only overrun by 27 minutes.
Well, I just want to say, for the recent runs of Doctors, let's just play a quick pop quiz.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Why did the 9th Doctor end up regenerating?
Who is the 9th Doctor?
That was
when the series rebooted.
Oh,
Eccleston. Christopher Eccleston. Thank you, Charleston.
Christopher Eccleston.
Yes.
Yeah, Eccleston
Do you mean
regenerated.
why, as in the
What?
actor's choice, or
No,
why, as
in the story.
in the story he regenerated because
He
Rose had
took-
taken the power of the TARDIS into herself, and he took the power of the TARDIS into himself to basically save her.
That's right,
But then
so-
basically turned him into a living bomb.
So he died to save a life, basically.
Yes.
Yes.
How did the 10th Doctor die?
So
David
that was
Tennant.
Tennant.
Tennant died
Bernard Cribbins.
because...
Because of Bernard Cribbins.
Yeah.
Because Bernard Cribbins was in the
Yes,
pod that was
he
going to be
in there.
irradiated.
Yes, and
Yep.
he said, was it Wilfred Mott went,
Knock,
no,
knock, knock.
don't,
Knock,
go,
knock, knock,
you're
knock,
more
knock."
important than I am. Leave me here.
The four
and he
knocks,
went, and he
yeah.
went, no, it's my honour because
That was
yeah.
probably the best way of underlying it because. But at that point, it was like, oh yeah, he might get through it, and all you heard was knock, 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 knock,
Yes, and everyone was like, oh god.
and everyone went, oh fuck.
But then he realised what he'd done. He went, no, leave me here. I'm old. Leave me here. And he went, no,
Yeah, couldn't do it.
So basically,
so, yeah.
died to save a life.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
11th Doctor, what was the cause of his regeneration?
Matt Smith went through a
was-
weird bit because Matt Smith had his ending where he literally went to war on a goddamn fucking planet, and then the Time Lords went, nah, you're fine.
Well, he basically died, effectively died of old age, effectively.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, that's right, because he was with wasn't it a Deus Ex Machina?
Yeah, because they
Effectively.
wanted to change the rules in order to continue
Yes.
because the hard cap was 13.
Because he was
supposedly.
really old, and he was basically living on a desolate planet with the head of a Cyberman.
or something. Yeah, and
Like
basically,
it was basically Castaway, but in the future.
That was the joke
but he was there basically to defend it and save the lives of everyone on
Yes.
it.
because
Yes.
Effectively there was a TARDIS on the
and
fucking
then,
planet.
and then, of course, they retconned the rules. Well, they changed the rules to allow him to have another regeneration, which then triggered the regeneration.
Yes.
So, how did Eyebrows die? Or what was the cause of Eyebrows
Peter
regeneration?
Capaldi. I don't know because I didn't watch it after Matt Smith.
Yeah, Capaldi, I didn't see his ending. I just know he changed.
Yep. So basically, he was initially electrocuted by Cybermondorant, but delayed the regenerative process, and then was later shot by another Cyberman and caused a massive explosion. Basically, working to save lives.
Oh,
Okay.
regenerated off screen, wasn't it?
I don't know if it was off screen
I think
or not.
it was off screen.
No, I'm pretty sure he was on because I remember Jodie appearing at the end of the episode and the TARDIS blew up.
Jolson said he got shot by a Cyberman whilst at war.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
say she appeared during her episode. I don't think we saw the classical regeneration.
Okay, so this is leading up to. Go on, lead up to what you were leading
So
up to.
this is leading up to.
The Sound of Music regeneration, from what I've read.
So this is how the how Jodie Whittaker's run ends.
The hills are alive with the sound of regeneration.
Yep. She was shot by a laser a bit,
Okay.
or an energy beam.
Oh God.
She wasn't heroically saving lives in battle or anything like that. She wasn't.
No.
Doing that. She was freeing the energy source. The Master was like, "Well, you can't be the Doctor either," and she got shot by a laser a bit.
Oh God.
She didn't get any kind of epic showdown or send off like that. She was just shot with a laser a bit. And stumble, fall into the TARDIS. Oh, I'm now regenerating a bit.
Oh God.
With all the ex-companions and that crowding around her. Because Graham came back because he was in a volcano battling the Cybermen as well, because reasons.
Yes.
Which were never explained.
No.
He was in a volcano.
Don't ask.
My
I've read so many
God.
comments on how the fuck did he get here, and one person said, "Oh yeah, he just bicycled there." No, just
Yeah, it's never explained. So they're all crowding around her, and then smash cut to Jodie laying on the floor in the TARDIS with a pillow under her head. Apparently, it's been a week later.
Oh God.
Everyone else has been dropped off and gone home, and it's just her and Yaz.
how
No one else.
if she was dying, because this shit is quick.
Well, the regeneration hadn't started at this point.
How? Because she's dying,
Yep.
and that shit's quick.
We
Yes.
don't ask. It's Chris Chibnall.
Oh, wanker!
I mean, the longest,
So-
the longest regeneration I think I know was
Tennant's, because he held off for an
Yes.
entire fucking episode,
Yeah.
or it felt like,
Well, in
to
fact,
say
they had a
goodbye
partial-
to
they had a
everyone.
Partial regeneration, Tennant did. I mean, technically, we've already everyone's calling this 10.2.
Yeah, because he's back. He's back
Yeah,
again.
but technically it's 10.3 because we already had 10.2 during his run
yeah, I mean,
because he regenerated into himself.
I mean,
Yeah.
technically, in the overall canon, this has happened before,
Potentially.
because there are a lot of books, and I know there's been comment about the fact that you can change into a different sex. It isn't fixed, but it's like it is more random the more violent it is. So the odds are. This is part of the canon that Chibnall chucked out. But the odds of you becoming the person that you were is improbable.
So anyway, Jodie then wakes up from being out for a week and is like, "Oh, what happened?" Blah blah blah, and they're like, "Oh no, my regeneration is starting because my hand's glowing a bit, ooh, and a bit weak and stumbling." Yeah. So they decide they're going to have one last little adventure, whatever. It was like, "What do you want to do, and what flavour ice cream do you want?" And they end up just sitting on the roof of the TARDIS, looking at the Earth, eating ice cream, with the Doctor eating it with her regenerating hand, which is weird, just because it looks weird in the CG, and also. Surely regeneration is like a massive energy.
Yes.
Yes,
Would that melt the ice cream?
Yeah.
Well, it's not just that. It's also the fact that it is a major event that is not slow. We've seen this before. What the fuck?
She was obviously holding it off or holding it back for as long as she could because
Uh-huh.
other doctors have held back too. So I'll forgive them that. That's fine. And then basically they're on the roof and it looks like they're going to have the moment where they finally kiss because Yaz has obviously had the hots for the Doctor for most
Fucking fan service. Yes.
and of course they never do. Because Doctor Who in the Chibnall era doesn't do anything but queer bait. So it's like, yeah, okay, fine. So we don't get the nice we don't get a nice satisfying conclusion for Jodie's run.
God.
They have a nice little scene where they have a little bit of a chat, and then she drops thing off and basically just buggers off again in the way the Doctor normally does. So and basically she then meets Graham and a couple of others, and they basically form a support group of people who have been the Doctor's companions.
Because you ain't coming back.
So that was all fun. And they got some really old cast members as well. They got some of the people who had been previously not included, but they were included in the Sarah Jane Adventures. Because the Sarah Jane Adventures had an episode where they had a couple of the old companions come back.
I mean, this has been a thing, but most of the time it's normally, the plot reasons for this make sense, whereas this is fan service.
Yeah. So they'll have a little support group and all thing, and they just have a chat, basically share cups of tea. It's like Alcoholics Anonymous, but for people who have survived the Doctor.
Yeah.
And then the Doctor goes away and stands on a cliff face looking out and going, she has a little tiny speech, which is...
And I will generate on the mountainside.
Is it over now? Is it over now? Can we start?
And then she regenerates, and all her clothes burn away, and we get the new costume coming in, of
Because
David Tennant.
that's how it works.
Yep.
Even though every other regeneration, it doesn't work like that.
Nope. We don't talk about that.
Because Chris Chibnall is shit.
Okay, so here's a
Here's a review. Don't watch it.
here's a question.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Are any of Chris Chibnall's episodes
Good?
better
No.
than the Love and Monsters episode?
Was Love and Monsters
That's the one
good?
where they
Ooh.
got freaking. That's when the Blue Peter ran a competition and went,
Yeah, design a monster."
and we'll get Peter Kay to play it.
Yeah, but was that good?
It was
Oh,
the
God.
non-Doctor episode.
It was a low bar. It really
yeah,
was.
it was the whole thing was this comedic thing where it's like you're from that planet you're from the planet that's close to the Slovene.
Yeah.
Proxima Rapulatorius. What's that one called? Clum. Oh, Clum, yes.
Yeah,
The
Clum.
absorber loft that sucks people into himself.
Yeah.
Clum, yes.
Yes, I think there have been better episodes than that. Because that was a train
It
wreck.
was.
I wonder
It
who
was-
wrote that episode.
I think it was just created because Blue Peter wanted to go.
Yeah,
We
but
need
no,
to
who
get
wrote
kids
it?
involved. Oh, God
Who was the
knows.
writer who did that
No
episode?
idea at all.
Because I know it was on like some 10-year-old who designed the monster.
Davis did apparently.
Oh, really?
Writer, Russell T. Davis.
Well, he probably
there you
had. They probably gave him this thing and went,
Here you go.
do this monster, and he went,
Good luck.
seriously.
So
This
that
was created by a
was that-
10-year-old.
Was that Tennant's era?
No, that was yes, it was. It was the 10.
I remember he had a really short time frame in which to write
Yeah,
it.
season
Yeah.
2, episode 10, Tennant's era.
Yeah.
Well, it's because they went here's the competition, here's the creature.
Yeah, so there have been better episodes because we had Matt Smith season 1, which flat out went, you know
Awesome.
what? This is really fucking cool.
Yes.
And then we had up to the Time Box, which was even fucking better. Oh, actually, no, that was still the same season because it was the Silence, the second season, which was still
Yes.
quite good.
Yeah, the silence.
And River being introduced.
Yep, River Song.
And Tennant had some good episodes.
Friggin', River Song was a brilliant character.
So
The master ones.
I'm really hoping that during Russell T Davis's next run, he does get Stephen Moffat to come in and write a couple of episodes, and I do hope that River Song gets to make a comeback.
Well, I am hoping they get some good writers who understand, love, and know the history of Doctor Who to come along and go, yes, we're going to make good stories that honour the previous work. That's what I want. That's all I want. It's like, I don't care who or what the Doctor is.
I've just seen Charleston in comments. Apparently, the boy who won the competition was annoyed because he specified that the absorber loft was supposed to be the size of a double-decker bus and didn't realise the rules stated that they had to be unit-sized.
Yeah, no.
But,
Oh, Jesus.
No one walked away happy from that
Yeah,
episode.
That's
There's a
hilarious.
reason why we stopped talking about Doctor Who is because the episodes got bad.
Well, hopefully, they'll get good again. and
Wait,
we
so
can-
that means that he didn't obey the rules and he still won.
Yeah, don't.
My God, Blue Peter is a. Oh.
Yeah, we can't even blame
We
Chipper for
can't.
that.
Oh my God!
Don't.
Seriously, you didn't obey the rules and yet you won. Yeah.
Yeah, but now we've got the specials with Tennant back.
Yes.
So potentially more Doctors and Companions to wrap this off until he then regenerates
Probably
because
into the 14 Stru form.
the rules are now gone. Yeah. I mean, frankly, I this is what I want. I would like coherent writing. Generally a set of rules that everyone can follow, because I'm sick to death of people going, "Oh no, I can't pass." The fucking TARDIS is there, over there. Get in it, there. At no point do you have any excuse because oh no, it'll stop it. No, literally, the only thing that stopped the TARDIS has been Time Lord bullshittery
See,
and gods.
what I really, really, really hoped was that the regeneration scene would finish before we saw who the new Doctor was, and then the start of the next special
You could have gone, oh look, Tennant.
would just be Peter Capaldi waking up, going, "Oh, that was a terrible dream."
Oh wait, what's this script written by someone
Yes.
proficient? Woo!
I dreamt I was a female Doctor. How
this was-
crazy is that?
This was supposed to be done and dusted. I think it's now turned into smashed and pulverized.
Yeah, this is why we don't talk about Doctor Who. It's the sheer fact that I've just heard from TK's plot, bits and pieces of people read on Reddit, one scene, and it's like, yeah, no, I am not watching that because it is terrible trash. And I have watched some terrible trash fan service stuff, but it's like, Yeah, but the stuff that I watch is enjoyable. That ain't.
This is one of those episodes that has to be seen to be believed.
No, it doesn't. I believe it's bad. Therefore, I don't need to see it.
It had enjoyable moments.
Yes, but that's
Moments.
what you could say that about the most recent series. There were enjoyable moments. However, it's still bad.
Yeah, we should basically create a compilation of all the good moments and just watch that. It would be about 10 minutes long, but
Yes.
it would be good. And
then
probably not written by Chibnall for the most part.
And then we can watch a better show.
Oh, right. Can we put people out of their misery and mine and go?
We're not going to kill our listeners.
Well, they've lasted this long. We've been overrunning for 40 minutes. It's
Well,
fine.
the only person that's been interacting is Charleston. Everybody else is gone.
Yeah, I think Charleston is fairly with us with the yeah, Doctor Who was bad.
Everybody else is gone.
Yeah. So, yeah, we ranted about Doctor Who. We ever ran. There we go. End of the story. Let's go home.
Yes,
Yep.
please.
So, on that note,
He says, honestly, you're lucky
Yeah,
I'm still here. Yeah.
Yes.
Night, night. Yes, yes, please.
Right,
please.
so we'll wrap up here. So thank you very much for watching. We will be back on Monday at 8:30 for
Which
more
will be our
TigerTails
Halloween
Radio.
episode.
Will
Halloween
be the
special.
Halloween episode, so
Yes.
we'll see how that goes. You can also catch up with our gaming stuff on TigerTails Gaming. Wednesdays and Fridays are typically the times we do that. Anything else outside of that, keep an eye on our channels. We are on Facebook. We are on Twitter. We are indeed, of course, on YouTube. So around a good night. So it's a good night from me, Xavier Wolf.
It's a good night from me, Hedgie.
and a good night from me, TK. Thank you very much for watching or listening to this episode. Join us next week for more fun shenanigans and a lot less Doctor Who talk. But until then, it's night-night, everybody.